Pick a color, any color.
Just pick whatever color you want.
Also, welcome.
We're not starting the niceness. No, after you game already. That's with picking colors. That's
Cool. I'm purple.
Yeah, you're purple. You get purple.
I forgot we're doing this over Tabletop Simulator, so I can't actually join.
Oh no. Well, we can.
Yeah, I thought you had Tabletop Simulator. It says you.
Yeah,
do.
but things happened today, so I'm still not at home with my PC.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay.
We could do it by proxy. You want to
Yeah.
watch the stream, and we could tell me what to do.
Isn't that too hard?
We're always awkward.
We'll find out.
We'll find a way.
You'll find out. Okay.
Someone else could share their screen, and then Christy could watch through that. I can't share my screen because I have secret things.
Secrets.
Yes.
Also, hi and welcome to the stream.
Secret. Also, hello.
Secret stream.
Hello.
Secret stream. Welcome to
Well,
Daggerfall.
Chris probably has a bunch of other things happening on his
Daggerheart.
screen, so I guess
Daggerheart.
one of the rest of us.
Daggerheart.
Checkers.
Checkers. We're playing checkers, everybody. We in Skyrim. We're in Skyrim. Welcome to Skyrim, everyone.
Hello. Hope you're all doing well.
I have no idea if that worked. Christy, I'm
that's
trying
great,
to
okay.
share my screen in Discord.
Oh, yeah. That should be then.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's thinking about it.
Oh, yeah, sorry. It was just called Dragonheart.
Skyrim. Yeah, just
Disconnected from
the
server. Timeout
Project
server.
Via world was called Skyrim, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is Dragonheart. Yes, absolutely.
Skyvim.
So much for being accommodating.
Skyrim.
It's very hard to get decent backgrounds.
No, that's fine.
Also, while looking for a new notebook for this, I found one that I actually bought off of Oops's store, the red something store, and it's your image of life, I believe.
Yeah,
and it's a good notebook, so I'm using that one. I thought it would be appropriate, yeah. So I'm using that.
Damn notebook! That's what I forgot to grab. Fuck, hold on.
Yeah.
I've just grabbed one.
Yeah.
Thank you for reminding me.
There's always something.
There's literally notebooks on the table, so.
Yeah, there are notebooks on the table too, as well. But yeah.
There are 4 more pages in this notebook. It's fine.
Yeah.
Dark, my memory is bad. I want to keep notes for myself so I don't forget what people are called.
What a mood!
So, welcome to this very well organized session 0.
Yes.
So, as a brief introduction for anyone who doesn't. It's
but you're the DM. That's your job.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone else, our job is to be Chaos Gremlins. So we are doing the I think 1.2 playtest of Daggerheart, which is an RPG system made by the Critical Role people, and they're basically asking people, "Hey, test this and break it."
Yeah. So beta test it and all that. Yeah.
So we're just gonna have a little
So
mess
we're
around.
gonna do that.
Yeah, we're gonna break.
And Chris will find a way to break it, I'm sure.
Well, we can, but I don't think I've ever broken RPG systems.
Or if we don't, that just means that it's good.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Now I have to remember how to use Tabletop Sim.
Same. Yeah, I never really learned to, so yeah. But working on it.
Yeah.
Also, Dark has decided that this should take place inside the Project Via world, which is represented by this tiny, tiny doodle that has been blown up to massive proportions.
Yeah, which is a project that we all kind of worked on for a few months.
It was a while.
A while. It was a long while.
You're gonna have to get
a couple of years ago.
Proper map.
Yeah, I'll make a little map.
Oh yeah, that's okay. There's plenty of artists here. That's gonna happen. Just get us into it.
So we can do it like the Elder Ring thing. So you've got the map, and then the floating city is just over the sea somewhere.
Yeah.
Or as like a separate map. What actually? How many different? We've got like the Abyss, and there's going to be like 4 maps.
Yeah, you've got the abyss is going to be like underneath stuff. The viaduct's just going through the whole thing. You've got the Jeeves cave system. You've got limbo. You've got loads of stuff going on.
We have tons of ruins because we all decided to choose ruins, except for a few of us. Like Christy did not have ruins, and and it sounds good, Lewis. Yeah, take your time.
Yeah. Lewis will be here a little bit later, as will Plamps.
And Plamps, as well.
I imagine Lewis will want to be blue and Plamps will want to be green.
That's what I thought too, which is why I took
that makes
yellow.
Sense.
Yeah.
I had clicked on red before my thing crashed out, so I'm gonna click on red again.
Okay, then Christy is orange.
Orange. Yeah.
Oh, orange.
Yeah, orange.
Ah, why did the camera suddenly do it? Sorry, my camera suddenly. I was like oriented over like the picture of the map, and then suddenly it went back to my spot, and I was really confused what had happened.
You probably pressed spacebar.
Oh,
Ooh,
okay, that's what spacebar does. Good to
I
know.
see.
I didn't know that.
Okay,
I also
good
didn't
to
know.
know. I didn't know that either. Okay.
Yeah.
What can we show off? That's
Everything.
These tiny bags.
Yeah, they're cute.
Look at these
Really,
tiny bags.
You're sleeping. How are you stuck?
She'll find a way.
Okay, my familiar wants to leave.
Aww. let her leave. Let her out. Yeah.
Yep. So the intention, I believe, is to make characters today. There's a bunch of different classes, as we can see here. There's a bunch of different foundations and species,
backgrounds and stuff. And
backgrounds, disciplines. We'll all get into it. It's pretty neat.
Session 0. Yeah.
I like it so far, from what I've heard.
I looked through the playtest material stuff, both on the Nexus website and from the RPG through thing, and did download the materials and stuff, and looked through a bunch of stuff, and then immediately forgot it all.
Yep, that's fair.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I'm going to put Adrian von Ziegler on.
I have a couple ideas. Yeah,
feels appropriate.
How could it be?
I mean, I guess the main thing I will say is, Dark, since we are play testing, let's start sort of low, as it were.
Hey, you're starting at level 1. I'm not going to put you on like higher.
Thank you. Okay, sounds good.
At least like the first thing. I don't know, we might just level up at the end of each one. So you'd be like level 3 on the last session. Unless things happen. Who knows?
Ranger gets a companion?
Yes. Because the way this works, it is like the advised way of doing like level ups is every 3 sessions. Like if you're doing like long form play.
Yeah.
There's no like experience. It's just the GM going, yeah, you level up.
I like that.
That's fair. I like that. I do like that. Yeah. Yeah, I also I did watch the Critical Role videos where they do like an introduction to Daggerheart and then made a character for Travis Willingham, and it does look pretty fun and easy to get to if you have ideas and stuff. Yeah.
I would recommend watching the one. It's good fun, and Travis plays someone who's not a tank, so screams as soon as he gets hit.
Yeah, okay. I laughed when they decided that he should have full armor. It's just but he's not.
You can do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Seems like there's lots of options here. That's fun.
Oh yeah.
So
Absolutely.
speaking of options, let's get into like a bit of it while we wait for Plumps and Lewis.
Okay.
So the most important thing is, what classes do people want to play?
I was thinking of either a druid or a ranger, but I was also thinking that it would like depend on like what classes other people want to play. if
Don't
there's any
think about
leftover.
that. Just pick what you want.
Damn.
We are
God
here.
damn it!
That was my
Breaks
excuse
the
as well.
game, so you don't think, oh, I want to pick something that's
Yeah, I know. You know us too well.
That's gonna
All right,
maybe
Dark.
not
Class
mesh
of all
well.
bards, let's go.
Okay.
We're gonna be a traveling troupe of performers. Every single person is a bard, and each
Okay.
one of us is pretending to be
all
something
of
else.
the things you will interact with will be skeletons and zombies.
Lewis, there is
They are just
Lu-
personality.
there's Guardian, Lewis. That has big sword and shield.
There is
energy.
Guardian, yeah, and there's also
Okay,
Warrior
Also,
as well.
Aerith has some of that.
Yeah, so there is. It's a bard.
It's a bard.
It's a
Pretty much,
bard.
It's a bard. It's about being smart and being manipulative. Druids. They are healers / fighter types. Yeah, they're just druids. Guardians are tanks / bit more like defensive fighters.
Mhm.
They're good like protecting other people or just taking lots of hits. Ranger is kind of whatever you want. They can do like actual rangers. They can do a little bit of everything pretty much. Because they're both like increases themselves, and they've got some magics and stuff. And they can have a pet. There is a pet.
Guardian.
Lewis.
Rogues are the sneaky ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are they the only ones with grace? What says grace?
Looks like it.
Yeah, so pretty much they are the
Yeah.
ones that are best at sneaking around and picking locks. And midnight is actually that's a bit of that's they can
Bard.
Oh,
be a
Bard
bit
has Grace
sneaky
as
and
well.
manipulative and stuff.
I think
Okay.
there's like a circle of so there are however many of the classes there are that many like disciplines, and we've got like a circle. So rogue is of midnight
Yeah,
and
there
grace,
is
but it's grace
overlap
and
between all the things.
magic,
Yeah.
whatever it is.
Seraph is well, they're like clerics, paladins. They can do a lot of healing. They can be defending people. Everything is quite open to everything. Sorcerer is chaos.
Chaos.
Yes, they are magic, but it's more just innate magic and manipulating people and everything. Warrior is a fighter. That's very much what they do. They are the fighters that kill stuff. They are the ones that are best being like barbarians and warriors or all that. Weirdly, the best, I think, the actual barbarian class would be a guardian.
Interesting.
Because they have valor, which means you can be naked and use your strength as armor.
You know, classic.
Yep.
You hear that, Lewis?
And then you've got the wizard, who is very smart.
Yeah. Okay.
They have a
but you
PhD.
see- If we're basing this off of Via, is this wizard lowercase or is this wizard uppercase TM derogatory?
That's up to you.
Okay, so to distinguish, we have wizards, and then we have wizards of the tower.
Okay.
One is just like, oh, you're a wizard, and the other one's like, oh, you're a wizard.
Oh god, you're a wizard.
Wizards of the Coast is something else.
Yes, so
Yeah.
being a tower wizard is something I suppose people would aspire to, but
Question
also
mark?
fear.
Mhm.
Just like
Also,
every
if you're
academic
aspiring
out
to
there.
that, people are going to be judging you.
Yeah, the second one.
So
Yeah.
the
100%.
class would be wizard, but yeah, I suppose some people would call themselves like sages or mages, or it's just to further distance themselves from the tower.
Mhm.
Yeah, why be a wizard if you can't be the worst? Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, Lewis, you can just join if you, from the main menu thing. Click join, and then
Yeah, you can join.
if you're friends with Dark on Steam, it will just appear.
It should be at the top there.
Thank you, friends on Steam.
Ping's bad.
Mm,
But it's fine. Games.
yeah.
Video games. So yeah, who wants to what? We've got Lewis. That feels obvious.
Yeah. Yeah. Make Lord Shax proud. Yes.
Kira, you said ranger or
druid, but I'm looking again. I'm thinking.
You're all playing checkers, apparently.
yes,
Yeah,
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Yeah.
Elaborate checkers is what we're
Modified checkers. Yes.
Yeah.
Change that character to bloody RPG after this.
Mhm.
No, I like the idea that we're
No,
just playing
it
It's very
feels
complicated
right.
checker.
It feels
I mean,
right that we're
isn't
playing.
Chaos
every
checkers.
board game just modified
Exactly.
checkers?
Exactly. Yeah.
Can always boil down.
Maybe I'll change it to a different thing every time. Like next time I feel like Mahjong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that'll be a hint as to what's going to happen.
I think I'm nabbing myself sorcerer.
Okay.
What a bold and unexpected choice.
Hey! What's
Be
that
nice.
supposed to mean?
Also,
No,
I
Jupiter,
agree with Oobs. Why be a
Jupiter
wizard if you
0.2.
can't be the worst?
Yeah.
It's not gonna be Jupiter point 2. I am genuinely curious how it like differs from D&D sorcerer.
Oh yeah. That is full
but
RS
I
standard
wanna-
system.
So as Chief's the first one pick, we can use them as an example. So this one, go here.
That goes well.
This one. Swap.
Thank you.
Oh, so that's why nothing happened when I clicked on that space on my thing. There's nothing there yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice thing
Ah,
where you
whoops.
put stuff.
Can
Now
I...
Shall I yoink a guardian sheet then?
Yeah, go for it.
I
Sorry, I'm
believe there
spinning
was a
things.
button to zoom, but I do not
If you
remember.
press Alt, it will zoom in on the text itself.
Whenever you
Or
hovered
can just
over.
mouse wheel.
Yeah.
You can zoom in further from that, but I cannot, off the top of my head, remember what the magnifying glass option is.
That's
I'm
okay. I can
mainly trying to figure out how do I get it so that I'm not like centered in the middle, because I can rotate the screen. It's just centered around our
WASD. Move
lovely
around.
speech.
Yeah.
Or what, arrows?
Oh,
arrows,
okay.
arrows rotate.
And
That's
then
weird.
So
Yeah.
arrows rotate the camera, and then WASD moves.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And right click like changes the angle of the camera and the rotation of the table and stuff.
RPG mode? What do you mean RPG mode?
We're all learning here.
We're learning.
Yes. This is it. Yes. Yeah.
This is session -1.
Yeah.
This is session -1. Also brand new system and all that. Also varying levels of experience in this call. I don't have much experience. Dark has a ton of experience, things like that. So, yeah.
Well, we're working it out all together. We'll go as fast as the
Yeah.
slowest person needs.
Yeah.
If no one else
I
is...
think I'm leaning towards Druid. Yeah.
Ooh,
I
Druid.
want to kind of try that out. Yeah.
Druid away. You get a beast form.
That's cool. Beast form. I can turn into like a fox or a mouse or a weasel or wolf
Weasel?
or coyote, depending on what I choose. Yeah.
Oh, you can turn into a shark. That's going to be confusing.
Turn into a frog and really confuse people.
Yes, because you can be a frog in this game.
Unless I'm already a frog.
A frog that turns into a frog.
A frog that turns into a toad.
Frog
Ooh.
square.
Yeah, we haven't gotten into
I mean,
the
to be
races
fair,
yet.
the ribbits are more like person-sized.
True.
So
Yeah, but
this would be. It's less so it's a frog that turns into a frog and more like a person that turns into a very small person.
Wow, you did a shrinking spell. Nope.
Nope.
Okay.
I just turned into a frog.
Did you not notice
So
my...
what do I do with this, Dark?
What was that?
What do I just take?
Drag
the
it to
sheet,
your player map,
Yeah.
where it says
Yeah.
character sheet and extra sheet. If you hover over, you drag it there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's yours now.
Thank y'all.
Oh,
Let me
cool.
just change
I
the
swear there was an option to like actually magnify.
R can rotate.
R. Okay, thank you. No, it's not.
Is it
Oh,
not?
it's Q and E.
Oh, Q&E.
Q and E.
I thought it was R. What was R do?
Thank you. It might be. You might have changed the stuff for yourself.
This is why I shouldn't give advice, because I don't know what I'm talking about.
No, it's fine. No, it gave me the idea to try out Q&E. So yeah.
I mean, it could also just be that you remembered approximately where on the board to click.
Possibly, yeah.
And you just happen to be one off.
Yeah.
Magnify is M. That's how you can have a little
M for zoom.
Oh, neat. Okay. Isn't
M
there
for
also something with
magnify.
shift?
M for zoom.
Yeah, and then you can with M you can then zoom in and out.
You can scroll in to make bigger magnify or less magnify.
Oh yeah, you can. That's neat. Okay.
That's pretty cool. If no one else is interested in Rogue, I may take that.
Yeah, take Rogue.
Go for it. Take Rogue.
Become the opium waiter.
I will become the opium waiter.
Yeah.
This will be explained.
No.
What the?
Just arrived. Flee.
Ah, Bumps.
Flee.
Hello.
Hi, Plump.
Oh,
Hello.
Hello.
Good morning.
Hello.
Why are you a missing texture on stream? That's not fair.
Okay.
I'm hiding.
We saved you green because we thought you'd want to be green.
Yeah.
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 That's very sweet and correct.
I mean, I guess this means we'll be putting Christie's stuff on orange.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, Christy's orange.
Yeah.
So I guess, Christy, if you have an idea of what you want, I will grab your thing and stick it on your bit, and I'll just flip back and forth between red and yellow, red and orange.
I'm not doing anything, so I can do that.
Oh, okay. Great. Well, still, either way, I will.
Try to put this back. There we go.
As soon as I saw the map just hovering, I knew who it was.
So, Plamps, Christy, either of you have preference or call?
Wizard? Wizard.
Oh, heck yeah. Wizard.
Non-derogatory.
Oh, damn it.
Important distinction.
Yes, very important distinction.
Yeah. Wizard, non-derogatory.
That's very fair, yes. I will put down wizard and in brackets non-derogatory.
That was Christy the Wizard?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I did that. Oh, did the thing. There we go. There we go. Okay, so we have a wizard, we have a rogue, we have a druid, we have a guardian, and a sorcerer.
Yes.
There is a bard, a seraph, a warrior, or a ranger.
So I'm not particularly attached to any one thing, partially because I have no thoughts head empty on what sort of character I'd want to do. Usually when I'm playing, I'm doing more support class type things, so I'm fine being our seraph, just standing in the back and going, hey, stop doing that. So
That sounds good.
I don't know if you have any preferences.
I was...
I want to
Okay.
Google.
Just came up. Dark wants to open Google.com. So,
Dark, why are you Googling YouTube in Tabletop Sim?
I'm putting on some Adrian von Ziegler for.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll turn mine off then.
That's a good idea. Well, I mean, will we all be hearing it, or?
Yes. So.
Oh, nice. Cool.
Okay. It's probably gonna be loud, so you're gonna want to change the volume on your end on the thing.
I already turned my volume pretty low, so.
why does everyone want it? Everyone's opening YouTube.
I'm not. I'm scared. So, are you gonna be a seraph, Ragdoll? Or wait, Plants hasn't made a decision. Yeah. Okay.
Open. Yes. Yes.
Yes. Open.
Okay.
Yes.
Don't ask again for this
Yes.
player. Yes.
It asked again.
It asked
Okay.
again. Oh, there's
Open,
Lewis this
yes.
time.
Okay. I see. I
Don't ask
see.
for
I didn't
Gene.
do anything.
Don't ask for
Why is
Chris.
everyone opening
Chris,
YouTube?
Chris, what are you doing?
I didn't do
Ragdoll,
anything. I'm just saying yes.
I'm saying yes to everything as well. I don't know what's going on. I'm scared.
We've broken it already. Hooray!
It is broken already.
Oh joy.
Good.
No, I don't want to sign it.
Session -1. Hope you're all enjoying.
Why is it breaking? It was never
Can you
breaking
open
this much
YouTube
before.
for me, Crims?
Anyway, Plants, what are
Thanks.
you thinking of playing?
I guess I'll be the warrior.
Warrior.
Nice.
Warrior.
I was testing it between the serf and the warrior.
We
so I
wish
think
to
I'll choose
have
the
a
warrior.
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 People pressing this thing.
What is this going? Should we be clicking open or cancel or anything whenever the pop-up happens?
Like just open? I
Yeah.
don't know.
I've been doing open this each time.
I think that keeps resetting.
I keep accidentally flipping everyone's sheets. 'Cause I keep thinking Q and E is like rotating just myself. But no.
Yeah, no, we have control over pretty much everybody's stuff.
Yeah, so if your sheet
For better or
turns
worse.
upside down
Yeah.
for some reason,
Yeah.
that's me.
Yeah, also apologies if I mess up anything as well.
Okay, that's broken. That's not working because
Yeah.
I think everyone's saying like open is messing with it.
Okay.
Oh, right.
So I'll try doing cancel then. Okay.
I don't know why it's doing that. It's never done that before.
I do not remember how you rotate an object.
Q and E.
Yeah. Wait, does this have...
That worked for me.
Okay.
If you want to change the angle that you're rotating, up in the top there should be next to the person lifting weights. There's a little 90 degrees or whatever degrees you have. You can
Oh, I
change-
see that. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
That is 40.
I've got my serif pieces.
Nokia ringtone. The piece of music that the Nokia ringtone is based on should be copyright free. That's like a piece of classical guitar music.
Oh.
So we have
Go back.
It's nice.
Plamps, you're missing one of your sheets. There's a second thing for warrior.
You have the
I
warrior.
can't believe nobody's picked Bard.
I was tempted, but I'm already
started
playing
joking about all bards, and
Yeah, well,
now there's
none
none
bad.
of them.
Now no bards.
Our rival team are all bards.
Yeah.
I mean, I mainly said it as a joke of like what's potentially the most annoying possible party, and it's just like, a theater troupe.
Yes. Yeah, that's true.
Like, I know enough drama, kids. I know how this works.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's actually...
You know what? I'm changing my mind. I'm gonna play the ranger.
Ooh.
Oh, hell yeah.
Not bad.
Ranger.
Still not bad.
No.
Now,
not bar.
now literally everything but bard has been chosen at some point.
Yes.
I was just
No,
thinking
it
about
was-
switching to bard, but now I'm thinking about
You
switching
can't.
to sorcerer.
Okay, never mind. Again, no bar.
We are all batted out.
Fuck
Yeah.
your bards. Bing bong.
I
I
already play
mean,
a bard,
yes,
so.
that is what the bards tend to do.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
What are you saying about Cuthbert?
Okay, are people happy with their choice?
I think I am, yes.
Yes, I'm
Is it-
sticking with ranger.
If the only other option is bard, fuck that. No, I'm not.
Okay. So,
Okay.
in the middle of the table, you can see there's Gabriel. Look at
Gabriel?
Gabriel. Isn't he great?
Hey,
has
Gabe.
the example of how things are all written out
Yes.
and
Okay.
displayed and stuff.
Look at him. Our
Gabe.
boy. Our
Yeah.
lad.
Yeah, because the smaller sheets are
Aw.
filling in for character stuff.
Aw, he's cute.
Big Gabe.
He's very big also. He's very big.
He is now big.
Lord.
Lord Gabe.
I love him.
Okay. So everyone has picked their thing. Let's go through the stuff.
I like how you set up Gabe as the example, and it's like he's not from this. He doesn't go here.
We're mixing them together. It's fine.
It's fine. I think he can be allowed.
He is a clank. He is a
Yeah.
robot man.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yes.
He is a robot now.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm a bard.
Yay!
Yeah, okay, we do have a bard. No sorcerer. The one and only opium way. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Anyway, hello, Gabe.
Yeah. Seeking no, it's not being progressive, but oh, sorry.
No.
Okay. So the next thing is picking a subclass. So which ones are these? These are these ones. I'll put it in the middle of it.
Whoa.
Okay.
They're floating.
Yeah, back off, you guys.
I'm not
Like
touching. I'm not
flies.
touching.
Flying around.
Okay. Right. In doing that, I did just wait. I need to do this because
Yeah.
that did just shuffle them all up. They were nicely made.
I'm
That's
scared.
fair.
Now,
Slowly, carefully.
I'm staying in
Don't
my
touch it.
corner. I'm not.
Don't touch them.
I'm
Don't
not
touch them.
going.
Just touch.
No, don't touch
Just-
it. Don't touch it.
And touch this.
Don't touch it.
No touching. No touching.
No touchy.
No
No
touch.
touching.
I put the card directly in my mouth. And I end my turn.
okay, so for every
Lick
club,
it.
you have
Lick
two
it.
subclasses. That.
Yeah.
And now they're under there.
Fuck.
This is fine.
Dark lost the cards.
Oh no.
We just make this smaller till they
Please,
appear.
Hold. What are you doing? Stop.
There we go again.
Ah!
Okay. What?
I'm again staying in my corner.
Aha. There we go. You can lock the map in place, can't you?
Yeah, I'm gonna lock them. There you go.
And here I was just trying to hover here so that Christy could see what was going on.
Yeah,
Thank you.
that's fair.
I have the what's it called? The demi-plane thing open as well, so it's okay.
There. Every class has two subclasses. So grab your things and have a look for what you might want to do.
Okay.
What
I'm a
do
knowledge boy.
these words mean?
Ah,
They
yes,
mean
if I
exactly
manage to
what they
cheat.
say.
Okay, gain an additional armor slot. What's an armor slot?
It's your armor.
Not much. What's an armor slot?
Okay,
armor.
so
Okay,
gonna
let's
armor.
go through the anatomy of a character sheet.
Yeah.
So at the top you have the class and the particular cards you have. For the Guardian, for example, it is Valor and Blade. Next to that you have your name, your pronouns, your heritage, your subclass, and your level. Your evasion is how easy you are to hit. Gabriel gets hit on 2s because he is very but he's not
Mhm.
very dexterous. Next to that is your actual armor value. That is what you will remove from any damage when you use an armor slot. Next to them are your armor slots. You have 3 to start with, and as you level up, you can get more.
Also, as you get I think in the starting inventory kind of thing, like if you have heavy armor or something, you get more slots with that.
No,
It depends.
The only one that gets that is the other version of the Guardian. You've got the Star Wars, which is the one Gabe.
Okay, gotcha.
Which is basically the barbarian one for the.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah, but yes, you got the arm slots. You use these to reduce damage. You can collect as many as you want. So if you want to, if Gabe wants to take 39 damage off an attack for some reason, he can do all of his armor slots.
But that's a resource, right? You don't get it back after like per turn or something.
Yes, you only get it back when you take when you repair your armor again from like a long rest or a short rest.
Yeah, it's how many times you can block with your armor before it breaks and you need to fix it.
Yeah.
Next to that, we got your stats, your agility, your strength, your finesse, your instinct, your presence, your knowledge, and they've got little examples of what they do underneath them all, like finesse is control, hiding, tinkering, so forth and so on. Then we've got hit points and stress. So for stress, that will be taken off at certain times, either from attacks, from uses of abilities, or if you don't take any damage from an attack. For a thing, but I'll explain that in a second. Then you've got your HP, and you've got your threshold. So for the threshold, you see it's got minor, major, and severe. And basically between those numbers is when you take damage. And it says underneath how much damage you take. Like Gabriel, he would take 1 point of damage if an attack did 8 to 12 damage. Or...
Then you mark that in the...
There we go. Sorry about that.
Someone rotated it.
You mark that on the bar.
Still confusing
so
rotate thing and rotate camera.
And you do that. But if an attack did 7 or less, he wouldn't take any damage, but he would take 1 point of stress. Because you're still getting hit, so that's still a jarring experience. If you take no damage, like if your armor just completely negates it, then you take no stress, no damage. Everyone with me so far?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Hope. Hope is it's a liquid resource. You get hope from doing good stuff. And you spend hope to use abilities and stuff. Your experiences are modifiers you can add to rolls. This is a narrative thing. Someone is making Gabe's card slightly smaller.
Not me.
What?
No,
Not
that'd
me.
be crazy. What? No.
Like, I'm over
I've
here.
been at it for a little while.
These are narrative experiences, so they're very specific words that you can use for things. Like Gabe has bodyguard, so he could use that if he's trying to protect someone, or he could use it on an instinct check to look for like traps and stuff. Incredible strength, well, that's lifting stuff, or it's popping people. You use a hope point to transfer that bonus onto them. Weapons, well, they're weapons. That does everything you need to do. That gives you the range, how much damage they do. It is for damage. It is always dice. It is just the dice type, because your proficiency, which you see under active weapons, determines how many dice you roll. So as your proficiency increases, you'll go up to, what is that, 6? So you could be rolling like 68 near the end of your journey. And just throwing all the dice and stuff.
Go.
Yeah, you've got your main weapon, and you got a secondary weapon. Then you've got your armor, which has some score, has abilities, so forth. Inventory, whatever you happen to have. Gold is pretty into strength. It's just into handfuls, and then
yeah, I like how that's played. Just
yeah. So it's pretty much like it goes handfuls until it gets to a bag, and then you just click off a bag, and so I've got this much.
Love that.
Yeah, you go, oh look, I've got this much, which means I have a bag full.
Yeah.
So
that
is how that works. Yeah. Then it's got your nice class features for your like abilities you get to do, and then all your inventory stuff. Because you can have a spare weapon, but it takes you hope to like swap. But no, it takes you stress in the middle of combat to like swap out weapons, because you're basically just sheathing and taking off like a weapon off your back and stuff, and doing it in the middle of people trying to kill you is a bit hard. Same as armor. You can also do that in the middle of combat.
Just
swap out your
strip.
armor.
Swap out of your plate
Yeah,
armor
you can
into
swap
your
out
leathers in the
armor,
middle of battle.
but you will not regain any armor slots.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, repeat that again, sorry.
You can swap out armor in the middle of combat, but you won't gain any armor slots back.
That makes sense.
Yeah, because your armor, it's taking the hits, but it's more a
still
representation
damage.
of like how affected you are as well.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So if you've already taken, like if you've already taken 26 damage worth of battering, he's not going to suddenly get it back from putting on a new shirt.
Oh, but why not?
Could be a really
Shirts
nice.
aren't that
Yeah.
strong, Chris.
Could have a nice pattern on it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
so yeah,
that doesn't do
that
anything
is
for the armor.
the entirety of the character sheet.
Nope.
At the back.
It's done now.
Oh, and he's dead.
Cool. So, choices.
Yeah, that's the anatomy thing and what some of the stuff does.
Wait, get off my car. I see you.
Christy, I've got my view hovered over the wizard and seraph stuff, so you can look at it while I'm looking at mine.
Thank you. I have actually already chosen things in the Diviplane thing, so you can look at your things.
Oh, okay.
Okay. What you going with then, Christy?
School of Knowledge.
Okie dokie. You gain priceless knowledge through great study. When you make a knowledge roll to recall information, you have advantage. If this roll is about the magical nature of a creature or enchantment, the advantage roll is actually D8. That's cool. Mark stress instead of spending hope to use an experience on a die. Ooh. All about the stress and knowledge.
All about that's right. But that's right.
Where is the ones I'm after? They are. Okay, so your first one will go in your foundation. Because as you level up, you'll get, specialized, and then you become a master of your particular things.
Nice.
Multi-classing is also a thing.
Hey,
if you want to
whoa.
multi-class.
I've picked my one. I got an animal companion.
Hey, whoa, what's going on
Sorry,
in my
the
box?
character sheet's
What's
in
going
me.
on in my box? Get out of here.
Someone's been busy.
Who could that have
Get
been?
out of
What a
here.
sentence.
Lewis, no one's interested in your box.
What's in the box?
Many blue tokens.
Okey-dokey. So that's what Chrissy does. Chi, what does your thing exactly do?
Beastbound. You have an animal companion of your choice. Take the ranger companion sheet whenever you level up your character. Also choose a level up option for your companion from this sheet.
Animal.
Okay.
So you can be a frog who turns into a frog who also has a frog companion.
I will turn into a frog.
Stack. It's a frog stack.
If you multi-class into a druid, you could also.
Yeah. If I'm multi-class into a druid, I can be a frog with a frog.
You are playing a horde of
Just a
frogs.
frog. No, I'm not playing a
Do you want to be a druid chief?
No.
Okay.
I like how I make a joke and then immediately everyone just latches onto that.
It's a good joke. It's good though.
The implication is
Fun.
horrifying. I think it's wonderful.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a weird
You know what that's
error message. I have the ability to step into someone's shadow and then reappear in someone else's shadow.
Oh, that's so cool. Oh my god.
Is it someone else's or something?
Any the shadow of anything.
Yeah.
I just like the idea that it's a
Shadow-
person. I can hide in someone's shadow and then reappear in a shadow somewhere else. Within far range,
Nice.
specifically.
Whoa.
Which is within...
God,
this
that's... Yes. Absolutely perfect. I
Which,
love that.
which is great for my character. It feels good for their job.
Yes.
So, what have other people picked?
I picked a troubadour
Ooh.
bard. Because the other bard, I forgot, has the role that I don't like, which involves using rhyming words.
Oh. Rhymes!
I play music. I can play 3 different songs, and I'm going to invent an instrument.
Ooh.
At some point.
Damn.
Why are your hands so slick?
I don't know. That's just how they look for.
Yeah, that's
What
just how
if
they look
we
for
held
other
hands?
Yeah, we shiny.
They're like slightly too detailed. I feel.
Okay, so you can play a relaxing song during a moment of calm to heal people.
Yeah.
You can sing a song
Like
to make
epic
people
song.
wonderful. And you
Epic.
can give people hope. That's neat.
I am the one and only.
I like how they get
have no
hope
small
from
eyes of pride.
heartbreaking song like Catharsis. Like that's so sad. It's gotta be better than this.
No, you just start playing My Chemical Romance.
But we're in a fantasy world, so it'll be like My Chemical Romance.
No, it's My
Which is just the
Alchemical
same, but they're all
Romance.
My
nouns.
alchemical necromancer.
That's actually a joke they've made in Dimension 20. There's a band now that's called My Clerical Nomad.
Love that.
Okay, so, Ragdoll, what have you been?
As much as the idea of flying seems sort of fun, I also sort of like the idea of being a healer that can just yeet things at people.
Ooh.
It's like, you're an idiot. Chunk it at your face. So I've got Divine Wielder, and Chris, your hand is on top of it.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you.
If you hold down Alt, you get a big zoom in on it. So that's what I was doing.
Okay, I see. Well, either way, your hand was on top of the text, so it made it a little hard to read.
Apologies.
So I've got Spirit Weapon. When you have a melee weapon equipped, it can fly from your hand to strike an enemy and return to you. Treat it as though it is a weapon with close range. Mark a stress to also apply this attack to another target in range on the same attack roll. So I guess if I take a stress, I can just yeet my weapon and then yeet it again.
Yeah,
And
you could double yeet, or you could use it like a boomerang sort of thing. It's however you want to interpret.
Kratos axe.
I was gonna say Mjolnir.
Yeah.
Oh god, Kratos is a cleric now. That's horrifying.
Well, that's the sentence nobody's ever said before.
It's the name of the VOD.
And you can also touch people.
Yeah, so then sparing touch, once per long rest, you can touch a creature and heal 2 hit points or 2 stress.
Yeah. It's neat.
Who else?
Okay, now, because you've chosen this, you of course have to pick arcane gauntlets, because the idea of just throwing your gauntlet at people is so funny to me.
That is funny, yeah.
Rayman.
Yeah.
I like it's the fantasy tabletop version of taking off your glove and then just bitch slapping someone to challenge them to a duel. It's like I'm taking off my gauntlet, yeeting it at a couple of people, and then putting it back on.
I like the idea of like I challenge you. It's just like from the other side of the room. It's like I challenge you to a duel, and then you just throw the glove,
and then comes back and then smacks them again.
Yeah.
Double 2 cheeks.
Just for extra insult.
Yeah.
Lewis, you're giving me like 160 points right now.
Ooh.
Look at Plumps's dice rolls. They're amazing.
There's so much hope. Or they all fear. They might all be fear.
Yeah.
They are all fair.
Lewis, would you have a class?
Okay, that means somewhere else. It's fine.
Stalwart.
Stop.
Well, when in B, I'm gonna
My damage threshold goes up, and I can spend hope instead of armor slot to reduce damage.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
You're like, well, I hope
What
I
does
can
it
get through
mean?
this.
I don't know, but I like being called a stalwart.
You're optimistic when you're getting hit. You're like, I can take this. Boom.
Oh, Lord. You're the same as Gabe.
Yeah.
Gale's the same as
Isn't
me.
anyone gonna take this and they don't wait for an answer?
So, what does that do, Lewis?
My damage. What I just said. The damage thresholds go up by 2, and when I take physical damage, I can spend hope instead of an armor slot.
It's not that bad. Intestines spill on the floor.
Oh no. Yeah.
I know someone who could deal with this.
Oh, Hero, what you thinking?
I'm thinking maybe Warden of the Elements. It's an elemental incantation. Its spellcast is Instinct. I mark a stress to embody an elemental spirit from the list below, lasting for up to 1 hour or until I use this ability again. This ability can be used during and overlap with beast form. And the elements are fire, which when an enemy in melee range deals damage to me, they take 1d8 magical damage. Earth, I gain +2 armor score. Water, I have advantage on agility rolls and can breathe underwater. And air is +2 to evasion.
Fire frog.
Yes, that's also my brain. Get out of my brain.
I was also thinking that though, so get out of my brain as well. For real.
Into a frog, and now also you're on fire.
Yeah.
We're gonna lead on this frog bit.
Yeah.
Someone has to be a frog.
I still haven't decided on a race, but it might be a ribbert.
We could all be frogs.
I mean, the amphibian people is a thing that we had popping up in VIA, so you know they do exist. There's at least one mailman who is like a newt. So,
and I mean also like robots exist as well. We do have clanks and stuff. So yeah.
They still haven't improved the watermark on the Galapa.
A lot of stuff. Yeah.
You can barely see what this is.
Yeah. And we have like it's not part of the Daggerheart stuff, but we have like salamanders everywhere, lizard people everywhere. It's just And
like they can just be rabbits. They can all be
they could be
rabbits. They're like all rabbits.
Like
flavored differently, but you know, all
flavored ribbits.
Flavor of ribbit are you?
Yeah.
Well, here are all of the races, the ancestries.
Yeah.
You can do mixed, so you can combine if you so desire.
Yeah.
But if I remember correctly, if you do combine them, you have to pick one as sort of the one that is
the one that
main
you are,
one.
And the other one's the one that you kind of look like.
Yeah.
You pick one that like influences yourself the most.
Yeah. So like storyline wise, you can have mixed ancestry, but I believe you have to pick the one that affects your stat rolls.
Yeah. So my mum was a giant. My dad was a dwarf. So I'm just human-sized.
Yeah.
Frog orc.
Is anyone going for the legally distinct tiefling?
I mean, D&D already has some of that floating around. We've got Boo, the miniature giant space hamster.
What?
Yeah,
you're gonna have to explain all 4 of those words to me.
Yeah.
A hamster is like if a rat was round. I think.
That explained less. That was negative explanation.
Pick an ancestry and pick a community. The easiest thing for this is if you right-click on it, you can just copy it, so that we can have a mix.
Yeah.
Oh, so we can have multiple of races and stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Plus, I'm not making more cards.
I was wondering. Okay.
So not getting too far into it, Chris, because this is going to involve explaining all sorts of shenanigan lore building in D&D, and the Forgotten Realms just do not keep track of the lore building to try and make it make any sort of sense. It is what it says on the tin. There is so in D&D you do have extraplanar stuff, and a type of creature you can find out in those planes are a thing that are typically called giant space hamsters, which look like giant hamsters who are from space. And Boo is a miniature version of one, so he's about the size of a regular hamster.
Okay.
I love that.
Yeah.
And yes, oops, the Fungrel are mushroom people, quite literally, yes.
Yeah. Which is why Boo has 20 strength.
Yes.
A normal size
because
hamster.
He's a miniature giant space hamster. As opposed to being just a hamster.
Something the size of a hamster is stronger than a Starion.
Yes, I mean that also seems correct.
Paper
I
is
don't
stronger
think
than
Astarion is that strong.
Like all all of the main 3 dudes in Baldur's Gate 3 have got like negatives in their strength rolls at the start. So like all of the ladies can throw them around, including the cleric.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't copy. Why can't I copy?
What are people thinking?
I'm tossing it between like 4.
I'm thinking of clinking. But I can't copy cards for some reason.
Oh,
what were you thinking of?
Oh, tell me what you want and I will copy the cards.
Can clank, please.
Become Clank.
Become as clank.
Yeah, I'll put them at the top. Okay.
Thank you.
I think I'm gonna.
I mean, we've already established that Kiro needs to be a ribbit.
Yeah, I am looking, but yeah, I more and more I do think it's funny to just be a ribbit and turn into even teeny tinier frog or something. But I'm looking still. I'm looking, but it will most likely be a ribbit.
Yeah, you don't have to. It's just an idea.
Yeah, I am looking.
Copy.
Yeah, I think Dark has all the power.
I guess
Dark
that's just
don't copy,
a thing
so you just have to tell Dark.
Yeah.
Can you please copy me a fairy and a mushroom?
Oh.
Ooh.
Nice.
Ooh.
I meant the combination.
I meant the combination fungal hut
Yeah.
And fairy bell.
Fungal hut and fairy bell.
Yeah.
With the combination.
Now, is this going to be a really
fungal hut?
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna be a ribbit. Gotta have one.
Yeah, it's on top.
Thanks. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Oh, what would be the funniest cleric to just chunk things at people?
Phashroom. Better than Fagus.
It means that I'm not gonna go with my first draft of what the instrument was, which was the hunting horn from Monster Hunter. Which is like a giant thing. It's like if you played the bagpipes by hitting people with the bagpipes. That's the kind of sound you get.
Great.
So tempted to make jokes about bagpipes, but Miss is in chat.
Go for it.
It's all downhill from here.
Just keep in mind, though, you are like seeing her in person at some point in the
That is
future.
true.
So.
That is true.
And she has a sword.
Oh, hang on.
There's music now.
Music.
There's music. I was like, did my iPad start? What's going on?
We've got lounge jazz.
I like it. It's good.
Not much on this thing.
There's also this one, which is very funny to me because it makes it look like. Oh no, the image format is wrong. Anyway, it makes it look like you whop people with a painted cello. I guess a double bass.
Oh.
Yeah, I think I'm going with fairy. It's too tempting.
That's very fair. No, I understand completely. It's yes.
You give me little.
We can be friends. We can be friends.
It's very chibi coded. Yes.
Live your Val dreams.
Yeah.
Also, I put it on the wrong one. Whoops.
So,
Also-
plant is gonna be what, a fairy fungus?
Other way around. I'm gonna be a mushroom fairy.
Mushroom fairy.
That makes sense.
So like the fairy's the mechanical one, and then the mushroom is also there.
Wait, what? Are you taking the trait from the fairy? Or
Yeah.
Okay.
So we can be friends.
Yeah. Also, because I was planning on my animal being a goat, and I just thought it was being very funny.
That is funny.
Fairy just carrying around this goat. It's just like,
I love
yes.
that.
No.
I mean, all things considered, depending on the size of the fairy, you might be riding the goat.
That is much more likely. You are the goat rider.
Yes, even better, honestly.
Comes on a pale goat.
Which is also much better for roleplay, because if they get startled, Chi will just disappear. Because like, it's either,
And then fly
yeah,
back
it's
into
either stay
that.
on or like go and flee. Okay, so what are other people thinking?
For reference, it's difficult to see because the watermark is so strong, but the Galapa are anthropomorphic turtles.
Yeah, they're
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, they are
that's
turtles.
it's the
That was
only
another
one
race
where,
I
like,
have been considering. Yeah.
the watermark is like an active hindrance
Yeah.
to seeing what's going on.
Simi is
Yeah.
tricky, but you can get it. Galapa's just like, what?
Yeah. That's just a big turtle.
Oh, is it a
Does
fainting
say
goat?
that those Galapa entrancy resemble anthropomorphic turtles with a
Oh,
large
yeah.
shell.
Yeah, but you have to read to do that.
I think it's partially because of the color
Yeah.
that's present there, because with most of the others, it's like you can tell there's a watermark, but you can still see the picture.
Yeah,
It's also because it's like darker, so the watermark is more visible.
Yeah, the lighter ones is harder to see.
And I keep seeing like the staff thing as horns, so I just keep thinking, oh, goat people. Even though goat people is also a thing that's here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got the furball.
Yeah.
So they're cows.
So, Christy, you got any ideas?
Oh yeah, the fawns that you the fawns where you every so often you can just headbutt people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if they're your weapons and they fly off? Sorry, Christy.
I would like to be a clank.
Double clank.
Nice. Yeah.
Robot buddies.
A nerdy robot. Oh god.
Oh, wizard robot.
Or you were a wizard's apprentice, or you think yourself as a wizard apprentice, or you were the wizard's
There's so many
sort
options.
of tool, like you're just here to help around the shop, but then it's like, okay, well,
Sure.
now
I'm a wizard now.
I do have some art of a wizard robot, which we never end up using.
Ooh.
Ooh, nice.
Where is he? Gee, where did I put him?
I don't know where you put things. How am I supposed to know?
Because you're smart. There he is.
Wizard robot reminds you of your first husband.
Yes, that was awesome.
Love that.
Yeah, that guy.
Oh, nice.
Very cool.
Oh yeah, I made that.
well, mechanically, Lewis, orcs work fairly well for warriors. It looks like, or warriors.
Well,
and guardians
it's between orc, Galapa, and giant.
You can also make a mix just for fun.
Yeah, you can have two.
Giant Galapa.
You could be a giant
turtle.
Giant turtle. Yeah.
But you still have to figure out which one you're using mechanically.
That's the big question that I can't answer. And I'm trying to figure out.
Oh yeah, what mechanically do I have?
I already have like a shtick where I can not use armor slots, so maybe not orc.
Giant is just tankier and has like a longer reach. What does Galapa do?
More armor, so I'd reduce it by more damage, which means it's more likely to do one less damage, which is kind of similar to a giant.
Kind of, but well, when you level up, you can increase your proficiency. So, yeah, that's a scaling. What do orc do?
Stuff.
I've got a 1 in 3
orc,
to not use an armor
you
slot.
can potentially roll a thing and reduce the damage, but not use up an armor slot. Or not use up an armor score, whatever.
Oh, nice. A 1 in 3 chance just to not damage your armor.
Yeah, but I
That's
can already use hope instead of an armor slot.
So you could be functionally, your armor could be functionally invincible.
Yeah. But it's like it's just counterintuitive to take something that doesn't go with the mechanic I already have.
Yeah.
I'll go giant.
Yeah, big boy.
I have
Boy.
long arms.
Big stalwart guardian.
Yeah. Long arm.
So we've got a giant and then some little friends.
Yes.
You don't know how big
Who
the
he will
robots are.
protect.
Okay, so Ragdoll and Plam have yet to choose.
Pardon?
Plamp chose.
I'm debilitating what I want to do because, like I said, I don't have the firmest idea of what character I would make when I came in here. So, but if I've got a cleric that just yeets things around, I'm trying to figure out what do I want to take. Like, what would either be the most interesting or most hilarious?
Giant.
Kratos.
Well, then you're going more Laufey.
Yeah, because I was about to say
Giant with a
Kratos isn't a
returning axe.
giant.
That's
He's
his
a
wife.
short king compared to everyone else, even other people who aren't giants.
I remember reading in the thing that like giants are like they vary in height from about 6 foot up. So you could be the small giant, which is a tall human.
True. It could be.
Yeah. And they have a variety of eyes.
Oh yeah.
You could be a Cyclops, you could be a Biclops, or a Triclops.
Yep. Biclops.
We are Biclops.
We are Biclops. I hear the sounds of mischief.
But also just the idea of a fawn cleric that every so often will just like ram themselves into people who are being too annoying is very funny to me.
Yeah, that's fun. That's funny.
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 Yeah.
I'm funny.
I'm gonna just
giant fawn.
Hang on.
There, hang on. There we go.
But also, I can only use that once per enemy. It looks like.
Yeah.
Only one bonk.
Ram into someone and then I can't ram them again.
Mm-hmm.
Or a fire-breathing cleric. Don't piss off the healer.
Could be fun.
They might
yeah.
light you on fire.
Don't piss off the healer. They might breathe fire at you, and they might bitch slap you from a distance.
Indeed.
So, what you think?
I still don't know.
That's fair.
What about a demon? Cleric.
Just very scary cleric.
Yeah.
Does that look like Michael Sheen to anyone else?
Huh?
Oh my god, I
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah.
Damn, I was played by Mike.
What are you doing here?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, no.
Let's go for Dracona.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. Nice. Heck yeah. Dragon.
The dragon.
Dragon.
What kind of breath you got?
Where is
Oh, it doesn't let me copy.
Yeah. Dark has to do it for you.
Dark has to do it, yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's like, oh, copying should be easy, but no, it is grayed out.
No permission. We're not allowed. Too much chaos. Is that everyone?
I believe so.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, then let's figure out where people are from.
Oh yes.
I think I'm gonna be Wildborn. I think that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I'll go for that one. Thank you.
Yeah. So you could be Ridgeborn from the mountains. Underborn from another world. Lawborn, you're from a very smart place. Slyborn, you're from the gutter. Highborn, you're from the nobles. Wanderborn, you're a nomad. Orderborn, you're from somewhere awful. Or somewhere religious. Wildborn, you're from forest. And Seaborn, you're from the sea.
I want to be
Or
either
sea
a
adjacent.
Wanderborn or whatever Cheap picks because we're besties.
We're besties. Yes. Can't escape that.
I mean, you might as well start coming up with background lore if you've got it.
If you already know each other, yeah.
I'm thinking Wonderborn probably for me.
Wonderborn.
Excellent.
Is that the same for Trashman?
Yeah. My original thought was Wanderborn or whatever it is that she picks. So I'm winning.
Perfect.
We figured it out then.
What a choice.
Okay, yeah. So your community goes next to your ancestry. So,
Okay.
Yeah, I just think it's the best when.
Good news, Oobs.
It's
Guess
just
what I'm
the
playing?
chaotic little guy I have in mind.
Oh, is that what you're picking, Chris?
I'm not.
Nice.
I don't know whether to go with Slyborn or Highborn, but they are posh.
They are posh. Yeah,
From my
They
back.
could be Slyborn and posh. That's fine.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
that works.
I mean, you were going with an opium waiter.
I was going with the maitre d' of an establishment that may or may not have opium. I'll go
Probably
Slyborn.
like
It fits with the rogue. I'll go Slyborn.
Using the scoundrel feature, but in character you're just exceedingly genuine about everything.
Oh yeah. I have an advantage when negotiating because I'm so honest. Why would I lie?
Yeah.
I'm not trying to
Why would
deceive.
you
I'm not trying
lie?
Negotiating can also mean you offer someone a drink.
to... Yes. There's no opium in it, I promise.
And some opium, yeah. No,
They're making a knife.
don't worry about it. It tastes fine. Doesn't taste odd at
Tastes
all.
great.
Opium waiters for posh households.
Yeah, it's true. This is true. Yeah.
This is a wonderful drink. It'll make your pockets feel lighter.
Yeah. Yes, indeed.
What are people thinking?
Can I have Ridgeboard, please?
Ooh, which one fawn though? I thought about that one.
That works.
Christy, like I said, your character, so make up what you want. But I do sort of like the idea of Clank was essentially a wizard derogatory assistant, and then just sort of went, "Well, this is fun, but also this place sucks."
Yeah, exactly.
I've learned a lot here. I'd like to.
Could be Loreborn then. From a place of knowledge, I guess the wizard tower counts as knowledge.
Quote knowledge, unquote.
I've
For
had
some
enough of
value of
these
knowledge.
wizards derogatory. I want to be a wizard non-derogatory.
I want to be a wizard affectionate, thank you.
Yeah, exactly.
It's weird how you like
Double music.
almost made the story I've already made for my character just by thinking like this would be neat. And it's
It
almost
is
what
neat.
I've already written
It is
down.
neat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was really cool.
Heck yeah.
So, Lawborn?
Brain cell. It's shared.
Makes sense.
I'm actually tempted to go with Highborn. As Oobs points out, an opium waiter is not required in a opium den. You get your own.
True. Yeah, you can get your own opium.
This is for the rich people.
Chris, you got to
BYOO.
consider in what type of environment would be a kinky slaughterhouse party.
Highborn, exactly. You're right.
Highborn, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you are basically just making what I made for Pride, so you can be friends with Pride.
Oh no.
Oh,
Why
dear.
would you curse him with that?
Yeah, Pride exists in this world, of course it does.
Of course he does. He exists
Hell
in every
yeah.
world. He's like Gilgamesh.
So, what are other people thinking?
You have to share spoons.
What have we got left? Ragdoll, wait.
Oh, hang on. Isn't there a thing?
Yeah, I've got a couple I'm
Yeah.
looking at.
Go no perspective.
Sure. Okay.
One of the bad connection questions is why do you grab my hand at night? Which is very funny because like there's regular sized people and a giant, and I'm imagining the mushroom fairy to be like 3 inches tall.
Yeah. Love that.
I mean,
Maybe.
Orderborn makes the most sense for a cleric, but I also sort of like the idea of this is a cleric, but they're a working cleric and they've been on boats for like most of their lives. So
Oh.
it's
Yeah.
like
That could be fun.
Yeah.
I like that, yeah.
have mastered the art of chunking stuff across the ship because no, I'm not going to be standing up. I'm working right now.
Yeah.
Honestly, that sounds really valid, and also like a cleric who's been on a boat the entire time is the least likely to put up with any of your shit.
Yeah.
Very well.
No, I like that. That's a great idea.
Also, there are
Medics
dragons.
already will not put up with your shit, but if you are on a boat with someone, that immediately takes everything down a notch for
Yeah.
how much they're willing to put up with stuff.
Absolutely.
We are in close quarters. 4 months. You will deal with it, or so help me God, I will freeze you to the mast.
So, are you an ice dragon? Like, what's your everyone with your hands?
Yeah, I guess I should think of that one. Let's go ice, yeah.
Freeze you to the mast it is.
Yep.
Yeah, well, you don't want to burn the boat down.
Yeah.
It is a bit odd that this one just does D8 and will always do D8.
Handy around sirens.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, this is beta, so...
Yeah. I think this one's probably gonna have like Oh wait, no, it's a D8. It will go off your proficiency because that's how it works. Aha, they have thought of this.
I see. Okay.
Because it doesn't say 1d8, it just says a d8. So it will go proficiency. It will level up with you. Aha, they're smart.
Lewis is Ridgeborn.
Okay.
That,
So,
or they forgot something and we're just filling in the gaps.
I
Make-
trust Mr. Mercer and all of his friends.
I don't know that.
They're relatively smart. Okay, then we get to
What a compliment.
start, and then we get to set traits and evasion.
What?
The traits array is very hello powered by the apocalypse influence.
So, before we do, has anything that has changed because of your class or any of that stuff, have you adjusted your sheets?
No.
I think that's mainly looking at Lewis.
Not changed my sheets
Yeah.
at all.
Have not
So
experienced
all
it
the
yet.
numbers go up by 2.
And you gain an
Yeah.
extra HP. To add extra HP or anything, you just
Right-click.
right-click on the thing.
Yeah, for me and Plams, evasion only goes up when we're flying, so that's like a temporary thing.
Oh,
Is it? I thought you just
I-
get extra.
Yeah.
While flying, your evasion score increases by +2.
How do I figure out my armor score?
That is done when you get your equipment.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
none of
You
mine
just
have to
get-
adjust because mine are either additional actions I can take or the
Yeah,
ability to take
classes.
additional actions.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
North is done. Okay.
Oh, I need to change. Oh, I haven't got a melee weapon yet.
No, yeah, not yet. Okay.
Christy, I'm
Yeah,
moving
so-
mine over to yours so you can look over
Oh,
things.
thank you.
Yeah, so what you get is you get a -1, a 0, a 0, a +1, a +1, and a +2.
Where?
Your evasion score is dictated by your class, and if any adjustments are made because of your race for any reason. So,
Okay.
Right.
and I think the only one that changes that is a simian, which no one is.
Mm-hmm.
Putting my +2 in agility, thank you.
Yeah.
That's what I know for sure. -1 might as well go into strength. That's yeah.
Ooh.
I can put
Fun sound.
Yeah, right.
what?
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
sorry.
So,
You just
for
follow the suggested traits.
you can do unless you want to do something else. I will grab this one quickly. So, in the middle out is the stuff with the weapons. So you might want to look at that to figure out if there's like any particular stat you want for the weapons. Like the rapier uses presence.
Mm. Oh.
I like how with the seraph, one of the suggested traits is the knowledge being the -1.
Yeah.
Like, this is not someone who is book smart.
Yeah, you thought.
Well, I've been on a boat. You don't need to be book smart on a boat.
Mm-hmm.
Because yeah,
That makes
agility is
sense.
movement, finesse is like fine control, and that's the thing. Strength is strength. Insight is basically wisdom. It's your senses, is knowing things, seeing things.
Do we get a magic
Actually,
weapon?
all
or
things
not?
considered, the idea with the idea of this is a working cleric who's been working on a boat, who is also a dragon. Agility and finesse being sort of neutral, knowledge being negative, strength being high, and instinct and presence being positive makes the most sense, actually.
I like yeah, that makes sense, yeah.
Like, the only switch might be strength being 1 and presence being 2, because it's like, oh dear god, this is an intimidating cleric.
What was that you said, Lewis?
Do we just pick one from each of these categories? So 1 weapon, 1 magic, 1 secondary, and armor?
You would pick 1 primary and 1 secondary.
So we don't get magic stuff yet.
If you have a spellcasting stat, you can have a magic weapon. But you do not.
I don't. No.
No.
And then we pick. So was it primary, secondary, and armor?
Yes, but that'll be like up to once your stats are done. Because we got some.
Sorry, yeah. Sorry, I'm just.
Well, we got thresholds and hope. That's already done.
I'm going back. Oops.
Then it's just starting with.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you just need to do stats, and then you pick your weapons. Where yeah, you get 1 primary weapon and 1 secondary weapon, and armor. You are not restricted to armor. If you want to be a full plate wizard, you can be a full plate wizard. You will have -2 your evasion, so you will be hit a lot. And okay, while people are thinking of things, so for armor, these are just the types. They are not representative of what they actually are. For full plate, if you're a wizard, you could just have a bunch of magical runes, and that is like how your armor works. Or it could be breastplate. It could be made out of like
Metal
scales or anything else. Like it's flavored however you want. These are just the mechanical properties. Like because you could repair it with actual repair kits. You could like having to pray to it, or like you have to adjust the runes with your magic. Whatever you want. Pretty much the same as the weapons. That's why you'll notice the weapons there's not that many. Because the only strength weapon is the mace. But that could easily be an axe or a like a cutting sword, like a falchion or something. So these are more just the stats and the traits for the things rather than what they explicitly have to be.
Right.
And yeah, if you've got casting abilities, you can have a magic weapon. If you don't, you got a physical weapon. I think the only one who doesn't have casting is Lewis's character. Everyone else has a casting value.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, even
Well,
like the rogue is even technically a caster.
Oh, fun.
I mean, we already talked about it being very funny to have the cleric just throwing hands, literally.
Yeah, it is funny. Yeah.
Okay, so I guess I need to get that information.
So, Christy, while we're thinking, or what were you thinking for stats? If you've already got an idea.
For stats, sorry, I was nodding off for a bit. You don't mean equipment?
No, we need to figure out your trait stats first. Your agility, strength, finesse, all that jazz.
Oh, right. I don't remember how I got there, but in my demi-plane thing, it has agility -1 and instinct +1, presence +1, and knowledge +2.
Okay, see. So you just went for the recommend. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, the defaults do make sense. Like I said, the only thing with mine when I looked at it, when it's like the only thing I might change is it is also very funny to have the idea of a lot of presence as a very intimidating cleric who's been working on a boat.
It's interesting that they picked agility for the -1. They are implying that all wizards are clumsy.
Yeah, they are.
I mean, that sounds right, honestly.
Actually, for the backstory, I have -1 agility is kind of stupid.
Oh.
Then change it for your character.
Then change it, yeah.
Yeah, it's up to you.
Yeah, switch up.
Could I have +1 agility and 0 presence instead? Is that stupid?
Yeah, go for it.
So how do you want it to move around?
0 presence and 1 agility.
The only one you've got left is like a minus. Do you want a -1 in presence? Do you want to be an ornery old man?
Oh, -1, yes.
Where
we have a
is
grumpy robo
the
wizard.
chart? There. Nope, that's choosing the cards. Damn it.
Well, you did say you pretty much were /grew up at the tower, so it makes sense that your social skills are not great with them lot.
Yeah.
Always stepping on the hem of their robes, can't see through the haze of their pipe smoke. Clumsy wizards. Sorry.
Okay. And then weapons. What have we got? So the ones that will make most sense for you, Christy, would be a wand or a great staff.
Ooh, a great staff.
Ooh, you roll 1 extra dice and you drop the lowest. That's neat.
That's cool.
Yeah, and there's also a secondary weapon as like a backup sort of thing. Yeah, because it starts like two-handed, so it'll just be a backup thing. You could have a dagger or a sword or something, like anything in mind.
Yeah, dagger.
The daggers are finesse. The ones that go off agility are short sword, a whip, or a grappler. A wizard with a whip.
Whip is cool.
We both going to be robots with whips. Whip friends.
Yeah.
Robo whip.
Melee damage
Whipsed.
dice.
Yeah, I have my bard weapon.
Oh, the gauntlet is
Not
plus
weapon,
2
my
to it
bard
already.
instrument.
Jesus Christ.
Can I reflavor the mace?
It could be an axe, it could be a big old stabby cutty sword, it can be whatever you feel like.
I'm gonna say that it's just a really heavy reinforced gauntlet.
Yeah.
So he just punches people?
Nice.
That's cool.
Hell yeah.
It's got... So is very close like one step above melee?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, melee, very close, far, very far.
My bard instrument is a combination tambourine, harmonica, and lyre.
Love that.
You're a one-man band.
You are a one-man band, yes. You are the band.
It's a tambourine, but also if you swing it the right way, it makes harmonica sound. And then on the back, you can play strings, and this works because magic.
If you play any instrument incorrectly enough, it works as a tambourine.
I mean, what is a banjo if not a guitar that's also a drum? You know, you can make these
What
things
is a
work.
guitar if not a guitar that's also a drum?
True.
Yeah.
And the mace. Ooh, Christia, I missed that.
I'm just taking all the recommended stuff. I'm gonna leave it with you.
Yeah, I honestly I might do the same as well. I did that for the stats, and I'm looking at the inventory, the suggested weapons and stuff, and might do that too.
So, Dark, with the burden stuff with the weapons.
Yes.
So some have 1 burden, some have 2. If it's a weapon that has 2 burden, do we not get a secondary weapon, or do we also get a secondary weapon?
You get a secondary weapon, it's just the weapon will use 2 hands to actually use. Like the first one.
Okay. So you can still have a secondary weapon, I just can't have both out at the same time. Got it.
Then, because it's like the ones that actually you're actively using, you can swap between them and so forth. So you just use the other weapon in one hand, sort of thing.
I can still use both though if each one is only a burden of 1 hand, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you have 2 hands, presumably.
I will point out, though, as far as real-world stuff goes, just because something is one-handed doesn't mean you can put another weapon in your other hand and also use that effectively. It doesn't work very well.
Listen, you let me use my funny gauntlet and a tower shield.
Fun fact, if you put any weapon in either of my hands, it will be ineffective.
What would be a good secondary weapon for my seafaring cleric?
Big stick.
There.
Is that the mast?
I'm just saying. Big stick, it fits into every backstory.
Yeah, but the dual staff is in the primary weapons, not the secondary weapons.
Well, yeah, okay. Slightly smaller stick.
So we've got shields, a dagger, a short sword, a whip, grappler, and crossbow. I mean, all things considered, with the background, it makes more sense for them to have some sort of because like when you're working on boats, please don't ask how I know this. It's always a good idea to have some sort of knife type implement around just in case you have to cut someone loose.
Yeah.
Cut someone's hair. That's really nice of you.
In case you need to cut someone
in a dramatic
loose.
character moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Christy, what armor you got?
That was. Let me check. It was the what's it called? The torso thing. What's that called?
Breastplate?
Yeah, that thing.
Okay. Okay. It's a score of 5. And it has no properties either way. So 5
I guess I can't be teeny tiny because you're technically not flying unless you're using the flying trait, and don't know if I should be a literal ankle biter.
I will say fairies should be at least like half foot.
Yeah, they're. I just looked up, but their standard height is between 2 and 5 feet. That's like their average height.
Okay.
What about the mushrooms?
I don't know.
The mushrooms are probably huge.
It varies.
Mushrooms probably like between 2 and 8 feet because mushroom.
Yeah. It says it depends on the kind of mushroom that they're based on. So.
Yeah. Like. See, someone should have played the mushroom, and then they should have been just like an unarmed fighter and just been the mushroom from Dark Souls.
I was tempted. I was very tempted.
Yeah.
But then I thought,
just put in Gil in here and it's a huge mushroom.
Yeah. I was also tempted to make the opium waiter a mushroom because they're like, they're not going to be affected by any poisonous gas.
Yeah, you make them a seraph. You give them the thing so that they get armor for being naked. You have the arcane gauntlets. You just run up and punch people.
Their god is all mushrooms.
Yeah.
Div armor.
Okay, so have people got their stats and weapons and armor?
I'm still working on my weapons and armor.
I had to pull up the thing so that I could more easily copy text, so I'm still looking through the armor.
I have my stats, but I have not decided on. I'm still deciding on weapon and armor.
Know what to do for weapons.
What are your good stats?
Agility is my best stat. It's my +2, and then instincts and finesse.
Well, you could have a saber. You could have a long sword, which is 2-handed. A short sword. Daggers. Crossbow.
Let's just go with the basic breastplate.
Depends what you want to do. If you want to just be a little flying, glittering thing, you could run around it. Oh wait, yeah. Any of the bows, you could be a ranged fairy. You could just fly around shooting people.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, you can fly. You could get up into trees and be like, "Aha! Take this."
Yeah. I guess I'll take the short bow. I guess. Yeah.
It is entirely up to you. You could be ranged, or you could be a little flying ball of death with like a short sword or a dagger or 2 daggers and 2 short swords or whatever.
Heck yeah.
And that's also very tempting. Especially with my little goat steed now, I guess.
You're just gonna be like a fairy Mongol.
But also ranged is nice. Yeah, I guess I'll go with the short bow. Yeah. Short bow. Short bow is agility 40. Yeah. And then it's two-handed, so yeah. My hands are full.
Okay, so for people who have finished, the next thing we've got is domains.
Back to the middle.
Okay.
Back to the middle.
Where's the sheet I just had? There's the sheet I just had.
Explain yourself!
I believe it's domains. Nope, next it is starting inventory.
Oh.
Yeah.
Starting.
Yeah, that is on your character guide. You get a number of stuff, like everyone gets a torch and some rope and some basic supplies and a handful of gold.
Okay.
A healing potion or a stamina potion. And then there's a couple of and either things for like the sort of thing you want.
I'm going to open this up in another thing that I can more easily copy and paste. Because I can't seem to copy and paste text here.
Take minor health.
Inventory.
And
Wait, what is stamina?
Stress.
oh, that could, yeah, that might be.
Yeah. Healing is HP, stress is stamina. It's a D4 for either.
Stamina.
And remind me again, so if I, say, take 7 damage, then I take 0 HP but 1 stress?
Yeah.
If you take 1 to 7 damage with you, you would take 1 stress. If you took just no damage, then you don't take anything.
I can either pick a trophy from my first kill or a seemingly broken compass. Different vibes there. I think I go with the seemingly broken compass. That just sounds like something really weird. That's just...
Got a secret key.
So you said stamina potion is stress, right?
Yeah.
And we'll go with the health potion. It's more of a problem if we go to 0 health.
What? Hello?
I don't know why that happened.
What happened?
The text stayed behind.
Press to launch that.
I still have the text.
I pressed something and it just launched into the stratosphere, and I don't know why.
That will happen to you, I think.
Dark, are you breaking the board?
Always.
Something's gone wrong with Christie's one, because...
What's wrong with Kristen?
So
No, it's upside down.
It doesn't have a front, and all of the text is in my area.
What?
what?
It's fine for me.
Oh, okay.
Fine for me
I see it
too.
on the stream.
No,
It
it's
does
fine
not
for
look
me.
fine for me. Carry on, don't worry about it.
What happened there?
Wizard nonsense.
What is? The
wizard did
are
it.
already coming.
Christie's character is already creating wizard mischief.
Okay. Speaking of Christy, Christy, would you like a health potion or a stamina potion?
Health.
Okay. And either a book you're trying to translate or a tiny and harmless elemental pet.
Book.
Oh, and then you decide what you carry your spells in. That's entirely up to you.
A USB stick. No.
A bucket.
In books. Or tomes.
They
They got a big old wizard's tome.
smack people around the head with books. That you stole from your previous employer.
I mean, all things considered, they
I'll
might
be
have
back.
might have pulled a Gabe and just decided, yeah, I'm just quitting. I'm giving my 2 weeks notice, and the wizard just didn't think anything of it, and then 2 weeks later they were just gone.
Yeah, people know property. It all makes sense. It's all coming together. Oh, revolution.
And then the wizard was very confused, going, Where did it go?
Okay, yeah, that's inventory. That's nice and easy. Then it's actually domain cards.
The mind.
You get 2 of these. At the top of your sheet, you will see there are little symbols. And they are same symbols that are on the card.
Where?
Next to your class.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
like, yeah, the wizard has a burning book and star, I think, for example.
And to help, it looks like it also lists the name of the 2 areas as well as the 2 symbols.
Mhm.
So on mine it says Seraphis, Splendor, and Valor.
Alright, well, what am
So you'll have a total of 6 cards you can choose from.
I? Bone and Sage.
A total of 6 cards you can choose from. And you choose 2 to be your starting domain cards.
Oh.
Because things do share cards. There may be duplicates, or you could just all have different cards. It's entirely up to you.
Yeah.
As Christy seems very prepared with what they've chosen, do you have the domain cards you wanted to start with on your thing?
Book of Iliad and Reassurance.
Oh.
There you go, Christy's on it.
Steps
Look up
in the
Iliad and
playtest
Reassurance.
document and the steps on the character creation sheet are different.
Is It's still in beta.
Yeah.
Can I just say?
That? Oh, for the finesse and agility discrepancies. Is what you mean?
No, I mean like in the big old PDF, which I also have open, you do experiences before domains, which I think makes slightly less sense than the sheet you have, which has domain before experience.
Which cards are the bones cards?
The one with the
This one, I believe.
with the double daggers.
Yeah,
I-
with the cool wheelchair.
Shipping experiences, that's fine. I just want to get domain stuff done for now. Because yeah, the experiences stuff is also like the character selection stuff, so that's going to take a lot longer. So it makes more sense to do domains first.
Yeah, that's why I was like, it's a lot better than it is in the manuscript. But the manuscript is very intense about telling you that they haven't had an editor over these 377 pages, so you have to be nices.
I just do that for my stuff.
I want.
Can I ask you to
It
copy
is in beta.
please?
We are working on it.
Could you copy 2 cards for me, please?
Sure.
Could you copy I Am Your Shield in the yellow and Whirlwind in the red? Please?
Well,
because my range is slightly bigger than melee, so Whirlwind should be very cool.
You're just gonna be a big spinning whirlwind of fist.
So we get 2 of these, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It can be from any of the 6 you have, so...
Yeah, Kirsty has picked the Book of Iliad and Reassurance. What does this do? Kirsty can put people to sleep, they have massive magic missile, and have telepathy.
Oh no, the robot can read minds.
LA attempts an action roll or robot force. And basically, bardic inspiration. One special rest after an ally attempts an action roll before the consequences take place. You may offer assistance or words of support. When you do, you may re-roll their dice. They must accept the result of this new roll.
Yeah. I think I'm going with Nimble and Nature's Tongue. So if you could copy those for me, please.
Nature's Tongue. And where the heck Nimble?
Nimble is over up top. Thank you.
Choices.
Yes, many choices.
Where do I put these?
On the domain slots. If you hover over them, it will say like a domain.
Ah, okay. Alright.
Yeah. So you can have a total of 5 active ones, and you'll also notice underneath there is a vault, which is where you put ones you're not using. So you can like swap out the things you're focusing
on. Also, I guess I should figure out my companion traits. What? Because that's... I think... I don't know when we do that, but...
But the GM decide what kind of animal you have as your companion. A goat.
A
Use the
goat!
space below to draw or attach an image. Then mark 2 companion traits it has in the options.
In the options?
Could you copy some cards for me, please?
Yes.
Can you please copy the Book of Typhar? And... Enrapture.
Which one is it?
It's the one on the left in the grey set. The horrible ones.
Horrible.
That one.
Thanks. I thought about inspirational words, but I feel like that's maybe what you take if you're Grace and you're not a bard. Or if you're the kind of a different kind of bard. Because I can already do similar stuff with the songs.
Make an action roll to command a companion using instinct and take advantage if they're using one of their companion traits. Okay. So, yeah, just pick 2 things you want your companion to be good at.
What makes most sense for a goat to be good at?
French.
Honoriness.
Fly!
Can I have
It's
some
good at
cards
eating
copied,
grass.
please?
Go, climb.
Yeah. Climb and...
Can I
Hey,
have some
Dark?
cards copied,
Right?
please?
Mr. Crisp would like some cards. What
Hello.
cards?
What would you like?
Enrapture and Uncanny Disguise, please.
I'm gonna say strike on the basis that fawns have headbutts.
Why are you just making Brad?
That's not the intent.
Hey, Dark, can I get reassurance and mending touch?
Certainly.
So we choose 2 of these cards.
Yeah.
Sorry, I've been one step behind on everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
You'll have 6 to choose between, and you can choose any 2 from that 6.
Yes,
Okay.
your domains are Sage and Arcana. So that's the little like swirly plant
gotcha.
symbol and the sun.
Okay, thank you.
So it's these green ones here, and where the fuck it's these purple ones that haven't been put out yet.
Okay, gotcha. Thank you. Okay.
You could unleash chaos.
I could unleash chaos, yes.
Allow us to walk on walls.
Yeah, which is the legally distinct spider climb, because it also lets you walk on ceilings and stuff.
Nice.
It's not just walls.
Yeah.
I now need to look up what the jobs on a ship
the
are.
damage dice for a companion? Is it just a D4?
Yes.
Okay. Oh yeah, I
yeah,
see.
because you can see like
yeah.
can make it a vicious goat.
Vicious goat.
So a goat.
There can only be one? That's so ominous. Take out all the other opium waiters.
It's a hidden agenda.
Okay, your goat doesn't die if it gets too like stressed out. It just runs away for a bit.
It's an immortal goat.
Hurrah!
Yeah.
Mortal
10. It has 10 evasion. I think that's better than like most of you.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's a goat. You try and catch a goat. You try and catch a goat.
I made the mistake of Googling what the jobs were on a ship, and I got job listings for cruise ships.
Oh, except Chib, who, when flying, has 13 evasion?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
When I'm flying, I'm fast.
I have 13 naturally.
Have you thought what cards you want, Lewis?
I have 9.
Oh, I've already.
That's good, right?
Yeah. I mean, you have more armor.
Oh, totally. Okay. These go how?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, like these 5 are your domainy ones. These are like your basically class stuff.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You making fun of me?
No.
No,
It's the
I just
ukulele.
have a little bit of OCD.
Also, I have nimble now, so I add my agility score to my evasion. So 13 technically. I have 13 evasion. That becomes 15 when I'm flying.
Nice.
I cast magic missile.
I'm a speed little motherfucker.
Sorry, I cast arcane barrage.
No.
That has so much more. Like, I cast magic missile, or I cast arcane barrage. I'm a wizard.
I cast at everyone.
At here.
I did not take the magic missile one because
I keep getting what did You're giving me things.
Someone else took it.
Why are you being given things?
I don't know. What is this? Where did I get it? Go away.
I don't know.
I get Mage Hand and Burning Hands and Fog Cloud. Otherwise known as Magic Hand, Wild Flame, and Mysterious Mist.
Sorry, what are we doing now?
Oh,
is it spells?
So, Kira is thinking of stuff, so we will outline the next thing to think about. So, the next stuff. No, I don't look at Gabriel. I look at that stuff.
Rude.
Background questions.
Question. Yeah, so, next thing is your experiences and your character.
Experiences and character.
Yeah. Right, starting to take down the main deck. Yeah, background questions and experiences.
Mm-hmm.
And know your name and all these stuff. So all the actual character stuff. So, yeah, as you see on the sheet, you start with 1 experience at +2 and 1 at +1. Cresp, your special. Wait, first is the Clank. We have Cresp and Christy. Yeah, they are special, so they get to add a +1 to one of those. So they could have a +3 and a +1, or 2 +2s. That's the difference. Yeah. But experiences is just, well, anything you want, really. It's to do with your character, your background, what you've done in your life.
Are these like Fate aspects, if you've played Fate?
Essentially. I think they've got some examples. They've got examples, character description, in like the main book for things I picked like Incredible Strength and Bodyguard for Gabriel as their examples. So it could be a job title like Sailor for Ragdoll's character.
I think I'm going to go a little more specific on that one. I'm thinking that this person is someone who was potentially a ship surgeon, for better or worse.
Yeah, ship's doctor.
Yeah. You could be a sailor. You could be a surgeon. You could have been a blacksmith. You could be. It can even be things like phrases, like Pride had. Do you trust me?
And that almost killed me immediately.
I do, however, like the example that they had on the Critical Role, where one of them was like, "Do you know who I am?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sleep well, oops.
Yeah, sleep well.
Oh, yeah, sleep well, oops.
Sloob well.
Okay, well, I'm building a support type. I'm genuinely thinking maybe I make one of my experiences smells like team spirit.
Amazing, yes.
Well, that's the first thing you can play on your strange instrument.
Yeah, so it can be kind of like as vague to like a specific occurrence as you want, or something very specific, but you also have to think how you're going to use that. And I will say now, if it's something that is too easy to use, like, I don't know, just strong, for example, that's way too broad. So we'd have to try and cut that down, something a bit more specific. So basically, don't pick something that you could easily take the piss with.
So they translate into adding to one of our 6 skills in certain situations.
Yes, so you would spend a hope point and you just add that as a flat modifier on top, and these will like get better as you level up.
I don't know if I want to call my +2 just ship surgeon as the job that they were, or if I want to jokingly call it all hands on deck.
No, it's good. For the ability cards and stuff, what does like the number in the corner mean? Like the one with the lightning bolt?
That is so when you get more, you can like swap them out with your vault, and that's like the cost it takes to swap them out.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not something you have to worry about right now.
Okay.
Now that's with a quick swap. So you know how in D&D, whenever you do a rest, spellcasters can like rearrange what's going on with their active spells.
Yeah.
So we still have that here. So during, I don't remember if it's short rest or long rest, but during some of the rests, you can rearrange which of those, which 5 of those cards you have active once we get a high enough level to have more than 5. But in the middle of encounters, you can use a stress to pull one of the things out that's not in the active, or use however much stress cost it is to pull it out, and just swap it quick in the middle of battle.
It's either it's swapping a spell or it's like remembering something. Like for a fighter, it would suddenly be like, oh no, I need to remember my lessons and like change the way I am fighting. Sort of thing. Or yeah, it's that sort of thing. It's either just spellcasting or remembering stuff, or like you can play for it if you want. Like I need to remember the things my ancient master of Sly Bigsy taught me.
Sly Bigsy.
Sly Bigsy.
Or I'm having to pull back into my. I'm having to pull out my hard drive to get the old files.
I must defrag. Oh, hold on. That sort of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, one
all
of
things
my
considered, this person was probably other
experience
shit.
is gonna have to be Ghost Rider, right? That just makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You've got those, and the other thing is on your character guide, you've got some nice descriptions of stuff. You've also got to think of background questions and how you connected to the people. Because we've not got like the ability to write on this, you can just use the notepad and like write out your descriptions in that. You'll notice there's also little buttons, so it's got next pages and stuff. So
who wrote on mine?
Remember to use the notepad we have in game to write down stuff.
Okay. Dark, I think I would like Vicious Entangle and Rune Ward, I think.
Okie dokie.
Thank you.
Oh, I don't like Entangle, because I don't like Entangle as a thing.
Sorry.
No, it's good.
Okay.
When Dark makes that noise, you know that you've done something right.
Like, I could choose something else, but...
It's like when people go, I have Spirit Guardians. Like, ah.
Yeah.
What's wrong with Spirit Guardians?
Okay.
I don't know what I want to list as a second experience here, because I'm figuring if this cleric, seraph, whatever we want to call them, eventually became working as a ship's surgeon, they probably also were on boats like a lot. So I'm just sort of using all hands on deck as sort of the overall. They have a lot of experience
as a ship surgeon
on boats. Like working on boats up to and including being the surgeon, but I don't know what I would use for a second experience.
Well, you could always write your character and figure out ones that are just for that by answering some questions and connections.
That's
okay.
true.
So connections. This is an important one. So so the adventure I have in mind is you will be aiding a wizard.
Derogatory?
Derogatory.
Ah!
You've been offered a lot of money each. We'll say like a chest of gold each, basically, for the amount of money to escort this wizard somewhere. He's not exactly getting very, very explicit. He's going to talk about the details when you get there. But yes, escort a wizard. Everything broke. There we go. Yes, escort a wizard.
You don't have to mention a wizard and it breaks.
On their way, escort and provide protection and any services they might require, possibly some dungeon delving and so forth. They've just asked for some adventurers, and you as a group of people have said, yeah, we'll do it. So I'm thinking you've been a band of adventurers that have been together a while. It's like you've been on one or two adventures. You know each other pretty well by now.
Okay. We know.
Yeah, so the question I give to you is, how do you all know each other, and what brought you all together?
Excellent question.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's current to be a timeline, so things are not exactly great in the world. There's pirates, there's ruminations, the gold city's more active, the floating city is more actively moving around, so... Yeah.
Everything's bad. Okay.
Yeah, everything is starting to go bad.
Good.
Hey,
So
Lewis.
adventurers are in high demand and a very good career choice at the minute.
What's up?
What sort of background are you thinking with your character? Because I'm thinking it's not all that strange for our two characters to have bumped shoulders, as it were, previous to doing adventure stuff.
1 sec. Which is your character again? You are the...
Seraph.
I'm the
Wildthorn
Seraph.
Ribbit? Are you the Ribbit?
So I've got the
No, dragon.
legally distinct dragonborn Seraph.
Oh, you're the... Sorry.
Legally distinct dragonborn. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, because, like, if you're seaborn and I'm from the mountains, that is quite far.
In this world, everything can be anywhere.
Yeah.
That's true. Oh, yeah.
There's
one trip on the viaduct.
Mountains meet the sea.
Yeah.
Sure. I got to admit, I have literally 0 thoughts on a character other than what we've just done.
Well, that's good.
So in terms of like backstory and anything, I'm like, can you give me 2 weeks?
Well, I mean, this is why this is session 0, not session 1.
Yeah.
And who knows, we might have to do another session 0 to help iron out a few things.
0.5.
There's a lot to absorb and try and work out, get into your head. And all that.
Sure, yeah. Like I always see mountain giants as usually a bit of a wanderer.
Yeah. Well, Plum
My
and I are
first
from the
thought was-
same group, I guess.
Dark
Yeah,
asked the
we're
question of how do you
from
all
the
know
same
each other, and my
wandering
first
group.
thought was just didn't read the terms and conditions. I haven't figured out of what yet though.
Yeah, well, I will say you have all been paid 2 bags of gold up front to
Nice.
keep you all interested, and then you'll get the rest afterwards.
2 bags. Bloody hell.
2, not bags, handfuls.
Oh.
So we all start out with 3 handfuls, basically.
Yeah, except for Mr. Richmond.
Yes, sir,
who
yes,
starts
sir.
with 4.
Yeah.
We're the wandering group that had fairies and I think other people in it too.
Chris, you're not as rich as you should be.
Oh, right. Yeah, I should have an extra hand. You're quite right.
Yeah. That was extra.
Just like a group of weird little guys, I think. That's our...
Yeah,
That's
weird
where we
little guy
came
group.
So, what is the name
Well,
of your group? Because all adventuring groups need to have a
Don't you
name.
dare say weird little guy group.
No, that's this group.
That's
Weird little guy
That's part
group
of
is
a
where we
different
came
group.
from.
Weird little guys is what we came from, yes. Yes.
And yes, you've also got the questions to answer, like what did you use to in your community, and so forth.
These are weird, and I don't think I like these questions.
That's the point. They're meant to make you think. So, but Gabe, let's look at Gabe as the example. Where are you, Gabe? Thank you.
Gabe.
Let's look at
Yeah.
Gabe.
Look at Gabe.
They just
Because
sort of
he's
like...
not got any friends, he has no connections. Because Gabe is sad.
Aw, he doesn't
Aw.
have any friends.
Okay, so, who from your community did you fail to protect, and why do you still think of them?
Yeah, so
So-
it's just kind of like, hey, you failed in your community and you feel uncomfortable, and I'm like, what if I didn't though? What if I just made a character who had different motives?
I mean, you can always
can
just
be
say
a
not
minor
applicable.
thing. Can be just like, well, I failed my community by not washing the dishes.
I failed to protect them from dirty dishes.
I failed to protect
yeah,
the last
so
couple.
Gabe, well, I've just gone on the name of Gabriel. So his last employer, Irving, a down-on-his luck merchant who helped Gabriel find his personality, and don't move like that. I am kidding. Great. I'm putting this behind my sheet. Go ahead.
Oh,
Hey, but we're reading.
we were reading.
His personality and put more thought into the tendency now follows. He perished in a bandit attack which led Gabriel to set out on his adventure. So he's been tasked with protecting something important with the goal of delivering it somewhere dangerous. What is it and where is it? A letter for Irving's daughter, who lives somewhere in the harbour and is likely in trouble. And you always felt uncomfortable in your skin. What are you self-conscious of? That he is just pretending to be a person and will never really fit in.
Aw, Pinocchio.
Exactly. Gabe is just Pinocchio.
Well, it's just like every Guardian ever has to be a failure who's uncomfortable in their skin. And I'm like, yeah, but...
I mean, you can just ignore those and fill in other information. This stuff is just to help get you thinking if you've got no ideas.
Yeah. Just fill in different information.
Yeah. Alright, well, I'm gonna be friends with Ragdoll the Sailor.
Like, I have a question that's like, your first kill almost killed you too. What was it and what part of you was never the same? And I'm just thinking, it's not kill, it's the goats.
If you've got a stronger idea than what's on the paper, go with it, you know?
Yeah, but basically you just look at them like, for the Guardian one, it's like, what kind of made you most think about being a Guardian and like what you're doing? Something important to you. Self-consciously comfortable in your skin. And I don't know about that one.
What's the one place I refuse
I've
to
answered
go?
the question.
Wizard Tower.
It's like you were
Derogatory.
in love once. Who was the bad in love with and how did they hurt them? It's first crush in the weird little guy group was someone who just joined for a bit and they didn't reciprocate and coincidentally left immediately after the mushroom tried to have the "so what are we" conversation.
Good question. What are you?
It's like, what are we? Leaves forever. Also, the mushroom is called Inky because it's based on ink cat mushrooms.
Oh, that's cute. I also love you've always looked up to another bard. Who is it? Tree Bard.
Yeah. You look up to Tree Bard because he's taller.
He's the head of the little guys group.
Yeah.
Right. And when you're done, like, with whatever you need to do on the character guide, you can just put it in the bag.
Oh, you put the character guide at the bag, so I should be writing
like
this in my
the
notebook.
extra sheet is mainly, I think it's just for like the druid and the ranger, because they're the only ones that actually have like extra sheets. Or if you like multi-class, you'd also put the extra sheet there.
Okay.
So, I was curious, so I decided to look up what Catholic saints are related to sailors, and why does Saint Nicholas have so many domains?
They multi-classed.
Also, for connections, are others supposed to answer those for us?
I believe so.
It's a collaborative thing.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, how did I save your life the first time we met? Yeah, after asking any of these questions to the others in your party. So yeah, you just look at someone and say, "How did you save my life?" That sort of thing. What lie have you told me about yourself that I absolutely believe?
Crisp.
Yeah.
I came from a very well-respected establishment, I'll have you know.
Respected by who?
Different.
By the inattentive patron.
Such a weird.
That's pretty, well. It's the same
So
one.
this is always the hard part. Figuring out details.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see.
Yeah, I'm trying to work out how my character's connected to any of you.
Well,
That'll be something fun, right?
I mean, so out of our group, the ones that probably have the most potential for randomly meeting people, oddly enough, the sailor, because you get around as a sailor, and potentially, I guess our druid maybe with the wandering around.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Kiro can also be part of a weird little guys group.
Yeah.
Well, I've just written 2 little notes here as a potential connection between my character and Ragdoll's. With a giant as part of a tribe, sort of encouraging members to return back to use personal strength and power for those who can't. It involves a lot of traveling around. I've got potentially met Ragdoll's character during travels on boats or whatever naval vessel you decide.
Oh, that could be interesting. So
my first thought was, I don't know, saved your life from like some kind of, you know, like when you're loading and unloading on a ship. It's like something was about to fall because someone cocked up. And my very large, strong giant stopped it from squishing.
Kraken.
That's actually an interesting idea, because so if we're going with the idea that maybe Lewis, you're from the mountains, but like maybe your tribe has this idea of like almost a pilgrimage type thing where it's like, hey, go out and see the world for a bit, you use your strength, and then come back and.
And it's where is all of my notes gone? It's just deleted a page.
I might just be able to click back. You're on page 2 of 2 now.
Yeah, where was my page 2 of notes has disappeared.
Well, that's weird.
Okay, yeah. So I'm thinking, that actually. Whoop, what happened to the screen?
Oh, you.
Dark.
I think Dark reloaded to see if he could get it back.
No, it's fine. I'll just rewrite it.
Let's keep notes elsewhere.
Okay.
There was that second question.
That is actually a really interesting idea. So
there was the second question of what small gift did you give me that I still carry with me? I said knowledge of knots and rope work and a greater sense of having to be self-reliant as opposed to the belief that everyone should work in tribes.
Nice.
As the small gift you gave to me.
Metaphorical.
And then I didn't realise that you should be spread around the party, so I'll ask someone else for lies.
Also, just
Oh, sorry, go on.
Just kind of thinking of like, because I'm thinking like the weird little guys group was just kind of like everyone's coming in and out constantly.
Mm-hmm.
It was just like, oh, we decide to split off for the group for a moment and just go on our own little adventure, and now we are just like everyone's like adopting people into the weird little guy group.
Yeah, I like that.
It's just like, well, you might be a giant, you're now part of the weird little guy group. Sorry.
Weird little guy fungal network.
Who just left the call? What
I think it was Christy.
That was Christy.
Appears to have
It's
popped out.
just.
Also,
like,
I need. Sorry, go on.
No. End of thought.
I was like, it's who from your community taught you to have such confidence in yourself? I'm kind of thinking that it's the goat.
Yeah.
You just watch the goat for a while, and then it's like, well, you know, the goat lives like it has no option other than to do whatever it wants all the time. Maybe I could do that too.
We're gonna give a lot of character arc to this one goat.
Well, it's like that, or I keep making up weird little guys for the weird little guy group.
You know.
I mean,
So who knows?
it makes a weird amount of sense, if only because Fey logic is just weird.
Yeah. We're weird little guys.
Christy is in the Twitch chat, and she says that you don't have to have the screen share up anymore, Ragdoll.
Okay. I will turn that off then.
Oh, Christy. Hi.
I love that you still have just a pile of text on your purple board for some reason.
Yeah. I've got Christie's character sheet disembodied on my side of the table for some reason. I don't know. Wizard nonsense.
I still like the note of there can be only one opium waiter.
Yeah.
Someone else wrote, a guest is waiting for an opium pipe, but I accidentally deleted it. Sorry.
How dare you?
For reference, the reason my character is out and about because the very proper establishment for which he worked might have got burnt down by a disgruntled patron, and has been sent out into the world to look for funds to rebuild it through any means necessary. So if you've convinced him that there's money in it, he'll follow you. I should change this.
We just came across you and we're like, yes, definitely money. It's not that you're a funky little guy that we can climb on. That's fine.
and my character had money.
Let's see.
I forgot there was music, and I got really fucking creeped out for a second.
It also scared me for a second.
Same.
So we have an investor in our gang. Well, that's one word for it.
I'm glad music works at least. Yeah.
Okay, I'm thinking...
I can make a playlist.
I'm thinking my character... The ship that they're on is probably run aground for a while for one reason or another. So they're basically on indefinite leave and have decided to just do some other things for the sake of doing things and not just being around the people that they've been around for months. I love you people, but I need to leave for a while.
No,
Hooked up
don't
with
go.
some adventurers for a job. And probably knows at least, because this is probably not the first time they've been in this particular port, so that's how they are at least aware of Lewis. Lewis's character.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like I liked the idea of they took a job, or they either took a job for like, hey, we're unloading some crates, we need some extra hands, sure, why not? Or they were just...
Or just like, hey, if I do everything you tell me, can I get passage? It's like, I don't have gold, but I'll just do whatever the hell you tell me. Something like, or like, yeah, along your lines, or doing jobs to aid out.
Yeah, so they've crossed paths at least once or twice. coming in and out of port.
Yeah, okay.
And right now the main ship that my character works on is grounded for an indefinite amount of time, so everyone's just, all of the sailors are just like, just go find something to do that won't get you into too much trouble. Which of course means that a lot of them are going to be getting into trouble.
Yeah. Okay, well I have some notes on background. Pretty neat.
Skis? Pardon? Taking notes here? Trying to take serious notes?
What's up? What's going on?
Somebody's leaving little faces in my notes while trying to list the people in the weird little guys group.
Fuck you, Chris. Is that why your hands are
No, I was intrigued as to what was going on. The game just came over. Some kind of small owl bust.
I see.
Since we don't have any names yet, I'm just going to call this Lewis's guardian. Or Lewis's giant.
What are you thinking for the +2 lamps and Chip?
What? What?
Oh, the
Your
experiences.
+2 experience.
I'm tossing up. I mean, I could move Team Spirit up to 2.
Oh. Why is there uwu in my +2?
It's a 2-woo.
+2 woo.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's not my... No. Not an uwu kind of little guy.
The goat is, though.
What does this even mean?
Oh, Maitre D. Master of the house.
Yeah. Oh.
Head waiter,
Master
basically.
of the house.
Someone who can, you know,
I don't know what my +2 is.
hold a certain level of control and decorum over proceedings. And thin hands means easily slips into pockets.
So Maitre D would be like social etiquette and I suppose also kind of just blending in.
Yeah. So it's sort of like subtly taking charge and, you know, helping people follow the rules and guide them along a path without them realizing.
So you're going to be just convincing people everything is their idea.
Exactly, yeah. I'm not in charge. I'm just the waiter.
This is very much you've just taken Robo. This is just Robo Brian. Make a Robo.
Robo Brian.
Which is valid and allowed, and if you say otherwise, then you're terrible and stinky.
Trying to come up with this experience that is like the vibe is like swashbuckler cheerleader. Traveling dancer. So like they're flashy and acrobatic.
What a combination.
That's the thing I put appearance, clothes that are wild and colorful, eyes like night, mushroom style body, attitude like a swashbuckling cheerleader.
Amazing.
And I'm just trying to distill that into an experience.
Oh, Chris, you should have an extra 0 instead of 3 1. You should have 2 zeros and 2 1s.
Yeah, but I have an agility, +1 agility from the rapier. That should be a 0, but it's +1. And unless I don't record it there. Do I record it somewhere else?
Oh, I didn't add my +1 agility.
I'll go right quick to
from the rapier.
That was for... I can't remember what that was for in the thing. Something to do with the leveling? That you can add one in the leveling and then mark that I've added one.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, the agility is by default 0, but it's a +1 because of the thing.
Yeah. So as long as you remember to change it if you like, I know your rapier gets knocked out.
Yeah, this is the thing. I would on my thing like draw a little 1 at the bottom, like this is, or a little 0 to be like this is my base thing, but it's 1 at the moment. Oh, that's good. Yeah.
No, I need to figure out a second experience still.
Dark, can I run you through mine and if they're too vague?
Sure. I am zooming up.
So, I have what I've called extraordinary size, which is a +2, and I thought that would be just like some of the examples here, like leaping and sprinting and like lifting and grappling. These are all sort of physical endeavors where being twice the size of the object or the person would come in great in handy, as well for like long jumping and like sprinting with much longer limbs and a bigger size. It would make these easier.
Yeah.
And then I've got honed senses being raised in sort of like a mountain tribe in a chilly area. It's just generally good at like with senses and stuff. And like, you know, good eyesight, good smell, good senses.
That'll make sense.
Are these okay experiences?
Yeah. That is good. That all makes sense.
If I'm playing a
like
giant, I'm gonna be giant.
Hell yeah.
I like your tool evasion.
Yeah, well, you know, fucking plate armor.
What's the point of evading if you can take the hit?
Yeah.
Schmack.
Well, I mean, you've also got like iron shield, so you can take the hit for the hit.
I am the storm that is approaching.
Hard to
I
think of
don't know what
experience.
to list as another experience.
How many do we need to think of? 2? Or...
Yeah, we've got a
Okay.
we've got a +2 and a +1.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. It could be. Well, just anything. It could just be like a physical thing. Like
Yeah.
You are a dragon person. You could have. It could be like daily, or you're an ice one, so you could be like cold or frozen, something like that.
Oh, or well, and then also if they've been working on a ship, they are probably just like maybe not necessarily less affected, but like care less about being affected by the various elements.
Yeah, you could have like.
Or maybe something to do with their cleric stuff. Oh, I don't know. But here.
You could have resilience. You could just have like things like balance, because you're like good sea legs, so you're used to things like suddenly shifting and sort of thing. But it depends. What all hands on deck? Like, is that referring to the searchy stuff or just being a sailory stuff?
Yeah, I don't know actually. Because that's the thing I'm trying to figure out. Like, how do I want to separate out boat stuff from healing stuff from
You could
being
just
a lizard
have
stuff?
+2 as like surgeon and +1 as sailor.
Yeah.
Because sailor doesn't just mean sea stuff. It means you'd also be good with like knots and grappling and even climbing. Because are you a sailor or a pirate? I suppose is the thing.
I'm going to say officially sailor, but sometimes you don't ask.
Oh, in the same way that my characters are made to be, but in sometimes you don't ask. No. We have a lot in common.
I think I have an experience. It's silly, but we're gonna go on with it.
That's so fake.
Hang on, I have to see how this is written.
This is all about being flashy and acrobatic and working a crowd.
Ooh, impressive.
So you're like, so that's basically performance acrobatics sort of thing.
Yeah, it's a performance acrobatics vibe.
Yeah, so but that also just applies to acrobatics and stuff. I guess it also applies to any like stunts you want to do like flying. So
yeah, the idea with the swashbuckling cheerleader is it would be fun to have a bonus to something if it's done overly flashy and reckless.
Yeah.
So you just like, I don't know, find an opportunity to do circusy things.
Your character is going to be doing some mad stuff on the ropes, and my character is going to be looking up and going, "This is not going to end well."
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's fine. Inky doesn't have bones.
Just trying to think of something, and all I can think of is feral, and I don't know how that applies to anything. Just fighting.
He's just a feral little guy.
Little bitey little guy.
So how exactly does it work with the fairy fungus thing then? Is it just something that's happened, or are you like, how did that come about?
Well, when a fungus and a fairy really love each other.
one eats the other.
Yeah.
It's like fairies, like the example fairies that they show are like moths and insects and stuff.
Yeah, like bug
And this one is just like a mushroom showed up. And it's like, I'm like you, but instead of being a moth, I'm a mushroom. And I don't know where I came from, but that's not really important because I'm doing a backflip right now.
That's quite simply not my problem.
So it's
So it's less
just
like
you're just
they
like a
had two
flying
parents.
mushroom person, or
Yeah.
or is
And
it just
more
like is it was like a magically sort of thing, maybe? Or I don't know how mushroom. Well, I know how mushrooms reproduce, so who knows?
Well, maybe being a mushroom is like a recessive gene, and instead of being a moth, this one just came out as a mushroom.
Recessive gene.
I just imagine my little guy just being like, I don't know what they are either. They appeared at one point.
There is enough weird mutations and stuff that you could just be a result of things that happen.
Yeah.
Or you could be the onset of some weird blooming plague and you don't realise you're trying to be friends but like Cheap's character just to infect them and turn them into a mushroom.
That was one of the two ways I was gonna go. It was either gonna be like they're a person shaped but mushroom in the way that the other fairies are moths, or they're gonna be a fairy that has been infected by mushrooms and their name was gonna be Cordy. But no, we went with Anki instead.
I sort of like the idea that they are a mushroom, but they grew up around fairies, so when they grew, their mushroom shape just looks so fairy-like because that's what they're supposed to look like, right? That's what they're seeing around them, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
so they're effectively a fairy.
A fairy kidnapped the mushroom and was like, well, it's a fairy now.
It's got wings, but I don't know if the wings are also mushroom.
They could have the sort of like gill thing that is like underneath mushroom caps. It could be that sort of effect.
Yeah, so they have a mushroom head, and their spells are stored in a bunch of ribbons that they just shove up in the gills. And so it looks like they're wearing a big hat with a bunch of ribbons coming down from it.
Nice.
That's very cute. I want to make art of all these characters. I'm annoyed. I don't have time.
You can do it tomorrow.
I mean, we
Nice
do have
art.
art stream tomorrow.
Yeah, we're actually absolutely doodling these characters tomorrow, but that's doodle. You want like nice art.
Well,
yeah, but then you have
just
a
need doodles because I can like with Gabe I can just make little
Yeah.
I just need little doodles for the stuff.
Yeah,
So-
perspective.
What is undisclosed fairies +2?
I don't know. You're
Is it worth maybe incorporating the idea of like, you know, your character loves getting a group of little guys together? Is it worth incorporating that in a sense?
I was also thinking like forced adoption.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Is that a weird skill to have? I don't know what that means.
Just sort of like persuasively endearing.
Call it team building.
It's just that they're not a charismatic
They're a
character.
team builder.
It's really just
It's like team building without planning permission. Like
it's not a charismatic trait. It's
just oddly compelling.
How do you want to try and play him? I suppose is the question.
Yeah, just
Like the +2 thing you probably be more leaning into. So you're like you're a nomad, you're a rider. Like, are you like are you a good tracker or an archer, a survivalist, something like that?
Yeah, I I don't really know, because I mostly just imagine this little guy just being a little bit feral and going around and just collecting anything and everything that he can get his filthy, grubby little hands on, kinda. But
Including
not in,
people?
like, stealing way, but more in, like... Well, mostly in a more, like, natural sense, I guess, of just collecting little plants and just animals and just being like, yep, my tribe consists of a goat, my friend, these 17 ants that I met, this shrub, this specific one, not that one. I don't know, he's weird.
Friend collector.
Well, how about like nature lore then? Like they know a lot about all of the natural things and everything.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The question is, though, do they know a lot and it's useful, or do they know a lot and it's useless?
Both, probably.
Why not both?
You just it's up to someone else to interpret what's useful or not.
You know, they point out a plot and be like, "Don't eat that. Why? Tried it. Don't do it."
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
You know, yeah. They know about the nature. They know how to find all the little friends and the hidey spots that they live. So, you know, what not to eat, what to eat, that sort of stuff.
But if you are an academic trying to get good information out of them to write in a textbook, you are going to be very angry very fast.
Oh yeah, I think that's also part of why. Because I don't know how they ended up in this specific, like, working for this wizard, but they don't like wizards, and I think it's for that reason exactly, of just like 2 different types of expertise, and it's just like, no, it's just.
Well, you know,
different kind of feral.
With the group and the wizard was paying well.
Yeah.
Like,
It's fine, I'm with my people. The goat made me come here.
Hey, Dark.
Yes.
Does the character guide have text box areas? Because I'm clicking on some things and I can't seem to type. Or if I'm typing, it's not showing up on my end.
It does not. It's just information.
Oh. Okay, so I can't write into it.
So you'd have to use the notebooks.
Okay.
Well,
fine.
Like the connection and some background questions, you should be able to like write into those. Oof.
Nothing's happening on my end. Unless you're seeing absolute gibberish typed in there.
I can see the gibberish, yes.
Okay, well the gibberish is not showing up on my end, so
Ooh, secret gibberish. I don't see any gibberish.
See gibberish. I could save the game and reload it and see if that fixes stuff.
I mean, if it doesn't, no big deal. I can just write stuff in the notebook. It's just I went to write in a thing and it's like, Also, I switched sailor and surgeon because I figure they've spent more time as a sailor and less time as a surgeon. So they have more experience doing sailory things, if that makes more sense.
Yeah. It's your character. You decide how much stuff to do.
Surgeon of St. Nicholas still sounds strange.
Look, I'm bad at making up gods, so when it comes to things like this, it's like, cool, we're gonna just go back to Catholicism. Because if
does it not have the? Oh, it doesn't have the thing.
Oh yeah, there are gods.
There is a thing for that. In the
God
book.
generator.
Yeah.
Yeah, god
Where in the
generator.
book?
Like, Runrus. The god
Here,
of
if I bring
tides.
you
That
the
could work.
character creation sheet to your bit of the table. Then there's a bit in the bottom right that's like, blah, god of blah.
Or we could use a random name generator.
Where are
Finn?
we looking?
Finn is a god.
Oh no, Ragdoll, up here, up in your top left of your thing, of your board.
Bottom right of the sheet, you've got the, the god generator. So you could be warrior, the god of fame.
Yes.
And then there's places, and there's names, like family names, region names, place names. Yeah.
One of the first names is Quill. Dark, did you write this?
I did not.
Love that.
But as we all know, Quill is mightier than the sun.
I don't know. I think I also just sort of like the idea of, because when you interact enough with like folk Catholicism, not like official quote unquote Catholicism, a lot of folk Catholicism, it's like this is just a bunch of minor gods that you're worshiping too, and these minor gods just happen to be human before.
Mm-hmm.
Up to and including sigil of your god. If I know plenty of people who do piloting and sailoring stuff, and guess what they usually have around their necks?
Yes. So safety things. So we have something called lines and veils. So lines are things people just do not want in the game, and veils are things that people are fine to be like mentioned but do not take an active part. Of course, the example here would be spiders just not having them in the game at all, or having things like or having like cobwebs, for example. I'm gonna spiders just aren't in the game because I know for what we have arachnophobic people.
Mm-hmm.
So, is there anything people just do not want in the game full stop, and anything people are okay with having mentioned but not actively in like shot?
I'm probably gonna need a bit of time to think about that one away from the table.
Okie dokie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might be
I think
fill in
any
like
later. Explicit eye stuff is gonna be for me. Like
same, yeah.
Weird stuff happening to eyes that's really like gory.
Okay, no eyes.
Seconding that. Also, no spiders, please.
Yeah, no spiders.
No spiders. I wasn't gonna glitch spiders anyway.
Yeah. Spiders are passe anyway.
Yeah, you don't need spiders in fantasy.
Spiders are just annoying. I will not forgive Celesta for spiders being portrayed correctly, and I hate them, so they don't get
Yeah.
We're just gonna sit in a tree and spit poison at you. Like,
the reason why giant spiders are such a big thing in fantasy is because everyone is copying Tolkien's homework.
Exactly. Yeah.
He had exactly one. Because he knew it was impactful to only have bloody one.
Yes, and then everyone else copied his homework and didn't bother to see if it made any sense. Like my students that copied off each other's tests without realizing they had different forms. Oopsie!
Whoopsie.
Okay. Okay, I will. Alright, let's put this in this notepad. No light stuff. Okay. And is there anything in particular people want to actually see, and any themes, any particular stuff? What sort of adventure you're more wanting to have? Like, you want dramatic and impactful things, or like kind of zany, just lots of adventure and high tense moments, a lot of combat, a lot of less combat, puzzles, anything.
I think we are not going to be able to avoid shenanigans, if only because we've got like 3 characters that are being built already that are built on the idea of shenanigans.
A little bit, yeah. I'm expecting to see shenanigans.
But I do know that I do know that since she's not in the call, I do know Christy sort of prefers stories that are a little more serious and not just people making jokes about miniature giant space hamsters.
Yeah, we can do a blend. A blend is good.
Okay, so semi-serious.
With a sense of whimsy.
Yes, whimsy is important, I think.
Yeah, are we leaving connections to another time?
Yeah, I think connections can also just be like talked about in Discord and stuff.
Yeah. We can chat about stuff.
Yeah,
we also need to figure out names.
I have one for the robot butler, but it's more of a proposal than a question, which is not really in the spirit of things.
It's all good. I'll take it.
Proposal so early.
And then the butler mysteriously left forever. But I've got one that's what made you realize we were going to be such good friends. And I thought it would be really funny if Inky just fully does not care that much about money and is just there for the vibes. So a nice person that will manage their money for them is great. And they really don't care if the amount they give back is not the amount that they gave over.
That's fun.
It's like, you're great conversation and you don't mind that I skim off the top in order to save the establishment.
I like that.
See, now I'm immediately thinking that there might be some animosity between my character and your character, Crest. Not because of the works in an opium den thing, because whatever. What sailors do on their off time, who cares?
It's not an opium den. It just happens to be a lot of opium.
But if you fuck around with the money purse on a ship, that's a good way to lose some fingers.
I think he's just here to share.
And that is a good way to let me know that you're not one of the people I should pilfer from. We have standards, you know. We don't steal from everybody. Particularly those for which there would be repercussions. We're discerning, you know.
Particularly the ones that make sure you end up in one piece at the end of the day.
Exactly. We may have made a mistake or two, which is why the establishment is currently in cinders, but generally we're quite good about that. But yes, Ope is quite happy to be the group accountant.
I bet he is. I bet they are. Yeah.
Yeah. You ask Milo guy for money, and he just hands you digs through his pockets and gives you a couple of worms
and an acorn.
I'm just imagining our because I imagine some of our teammates that are more forestly inclined don't quite understand money. Like, they understand trade, but they don't understand like gold. So it's like, oh yeah, what is gold? Well, it's something valuable. And it's like, okay, well, here's something valuable. These are berries. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very much that vibe of just, you wanted something valuable, I guess I'll give you the shit I collected in my pocket.
Yeah. There's some pretty
coins
stones.
are nice and shiny, but like, what else you gonna do with them?
And thus my character learns.
Of the comic I saw.
Like, you can't eat it, you can't build a house from it, it doesn't make good clothing, it's too soft to be used as a weapon. What do you do with gold?
Is my character gonna learn, like, because they've spent literally their entire life in this establishment, they were built to work there. Is my character gonna learn like value of other things and basically eventually set up like a bric-a-brac shop or something?
Maybe.
Like, are the Fae gonna like turn their perspective around of like, well, we don't need gold for this, but actually other people value other things. There might be a business in this.
I mean, it's also
we're going to turn our robots into real boys.
No, just entrepreneurs.
The biggest fundraiser this town has ever seen.
Yeah,
because it's sort of funny because like I'm thinking with my character, yeah, they know that like money and gold is useful when you're in port. Like, when you're in the middle of the sea, the thing that's more useful is like betting favors, not betting money.
Yeah, I think that's also just like, you're trying to explain the value of gold to the Fae, who like are much more used to dealing in like abstract concepts almost. Just like, cool, money, but what if you just give me your ability to speak? What about that?
Yeah, this is something my character cannot get their head around at all.
So, how do people feel about trains?
About what? Oh no, no, hard no, veto.
Or what? About?
There is a train in Discord.
The
anatomy of a train.
Anatomy of Thomas the Tank Engine.
No.
We're not doing train viscera.
No.
If we're doing stuff like that, please don't have very descriptive pictures of that. Miss also disapproves, so.
Yes, then this is correct.
I think my character is gonna be friends with Kiro, and friends can be in quotation marks or not. That it's just. There's a frog that can turn into a frog. They are vibrating in excitement.
Yeah. I'm okay with it.
Oh yeah, what's your?
I'm trying still figuring stuff out for my character. Have like their like an apprentice or like a guide in training from the forest. They're definitely from the forest, but they're out in the world because the forest witch told them to go out in the world and learn shit. It's just like, yeah, and
you know, the interesting thing is, you and Lewis and Christie's characters are possibly sort of in a similar boat. So like, Lewis's character was from up in the mountains, but is spending time away from the mountains to learn things and maybe eventually go back. your character grew up in the forest, is leaving to learn things, maybe eventually go back.
Yeah.
Christie's grew up in Wizard Derogatory Tower, decided to quit, and is now going off into the world to have experiences. It probably has no idea what's going on.
And has no intention of going back.
Yeah, it has no intention of going back. They quit.
I like that too. I also do like the my frog. My character, by the way, the name I keep thinking of is Max, so they're going by Max. That's just it. As I do like them as like a strange little guy as well. But and also, for experience, I put adaptability because I think that would fit for them. I also put good listener because they're used to the Forest Witch's long-winded stories about her nieces and nephews and stuff. It's just like he's good at like they're a good listener, or and also good at like when they're tired pretending to listen. It's just like, yeah, okay, I've heard enough.
Yeah,
I know where the story is going.
This is another reason I think Cheeb's character is going to get on with Kiro's. Imagine Cheeb has much to talk about.
It's like vaguely and kind of vaguely used to wizard nonsense a little bit because of the Forest Witch, but also maybe a little bit vaguely unaware of why everybody hates wizards derogatory, because the Forest Witch is actually kind of cool. Like,
so sorry, I'm a big. I just looked to see what Cheeb's character's name is, and Clover, lovely name. Pronouns, steals pronoun.
I like that.
I like that. That's good.
Yeah. That's good. So maybe like a friend.
Yours.
Pronouns, they steal them.
Yeah.
May I have your pronouns? No, seriously, can I have them?
No, they're mine now. You did not nail them down.
The weird thing where everybody refers to the character with their own pronouns, and they don't know why.
Be like pronouns. She times 12, he times 6. Start stacking them when you steal them.
Them over it, divided by.
Yeah, just start referring to them in very weird ways. But anyway, Kira, you were saying something.
Sorry.
Before.
I do like the idea of our characters being like kind of friends or yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Like a connection there in some way. Yeah.
I mean, they could also be from more or less the same part of the forest, or
could, yeah,
around.
I really
just
like
picked you up as a frog one day, and we're like, "Yes, this frog is my
you're
friend
mine now."
You were shifted into a frog. I was just like, "Yes, I found a frog."
You're a frog
turned into a bigger frog.
Exactly. You've been adopted. and Max would be okay with that. They're adaptable. I mean, that's what just like they're like, okay.
You've now been adopted, and now this fairy will hyperfixate at you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I will add in my notes, has been involuntarily adopted by Clover.
Yeah. Clover, in true fame and fortune spirit, spelt with a K.
Okay.
I like the idea.
Where does the K go?
Don't ask. They stole it.
And is fine with it. Is on board.
Something. They left it at sea.
Someone left a K unattended, and it's theirs now.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
I want to try and come up with the name of the establishment my character works from, because that would be their surname. Like, Operator of. Like.
So, is everyone good with the majority of stuff, except for, like, actual character things?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, some of us still need to come up with names and establish some more character relation stuff, but I think a lot of that can be done via text, and also I have a feeling I don't need to ask what we're doing for stream tomorrow. I think we're going to be doodling these characters.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
I will be politely asking Chris to doodle a character.
Yeah.
That's very fair.
I mean, I will not be like drawing my character, but I will at least be sketching out some more ideas because I do not have a name.
They don't actually look like the little wow guy.
I know, but it's
wanted
great,
a
though.
different picture.
Yeah. That's very good. I like that.
I don't want, like, edgelord anime character, but I'm like, that's roughly the right proportions that I'm hoping for.
Yeah, big.
Yeah.
Big.
And I'm like, that guy has the reinforced armored fist and a tower shield and play armor, and I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what, Lewis? I think our two characters are the largest of the bunch.
Nice.
So...
Because everyone else is fucking tiny.
I mean, there's
like,
two
because we've
flanks.
got...
I don't know how big Chris and Christy are.
Mine is tall and thin.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Chris's character is tall. Yeah,
Tall and
about
thin.
Christy's.
I don't know. I think Chris's character being like tall and thin.
Yeah. Tall
Me
and
too.
thin.
Maybe it's the butler thing.
Yeah.
You gotta have a presence, but not an imposing one, you know?
Yeah.
Whoa. That's a lot of tokens.
Glowing Tails has, like, just a mechanical moustache.
Mechanical moustache.
I have to work it out.
Or a bristle mustache that's just being held there.
It's iron filings.
Or it's like that's actually like an actual brush and it's just stored on their face.
I was gonna say like he got
brush.
a crack on like his lower faceplate and there's like he's welded a repair job over it, but it just looks like a mustache.
a welded pencil mustache.
Yeah. Like, I had to do a repair job.
I like that.
In a snap, and it's just
It's not like a magnet. So we make a mustache.
I'm now imagining like various
each
tools
morning.
just magnetized to him.
Oh god, the moment bloody Clover finds anything magnetic.
Just constantly clanking it too.
Is it like
taking it off,
Futurama where
putting
he
it
just
back on?
he just gets drunk off magnets?
A bunch of
Clover
French
just
magnets
trying to hold things to them to see if it will stick.
I'll say that Ope is magnetic.
The only quick thing I think to do is you notice you've got bags that are primary attack and secondary attack. You can just put the dice in, then when you click on the button, it'll like auto roll it.
Okay.
You know, quickly set those up. So
Wait, I do what?
D8.
put whatever dice needed. So you'd be like a D8 a punch.
Okay,
Oh, I see.
Can I also put the +2 in there? So that will automatically
yes, because there are +2 tokens and +1, -1 tokens. Well, there's -1.
So if I do that now, then it just pips out 2 tokens and a dice. Okay, good.
Primary attack.
How do I get rid of them though? Do I just put them back in the bag?
Or I think shuffle may work. I don't 100% know.
How do I copy this into the bag?
I click and drag.
Yeah, click on the dice
there
bag.
it is. It just didn't pop out.
Yeah.
Okay.
And yes, if you press shuffle, it will just bring the things back in. Doop.
And the secondary is an 8.
Okay, wow.
I guess for secondary, I'll put in the damage dice for the goat.
Well, you got your. That's what you've got custom A and custom B.
Ah,
So
yeah.
you can either custom it or.
That's really cool.
That's really
you
neat.
can also. It will also just automatically reset if you click it again. So, just.
This is too much. Too silly.
I want to try to change the name, but that's just fine. Custom A is goat.
Okay, and so how do we use the bag for our attack?
You just click on the button underneath with the name on it.
Okay.
Nope, there's tokens in there.
No.
Rename the bag. Why can I not rename the thing?
Oh, you got a fun D10.
Should I put in one of the custom ones in one of my beast form things? Like Agile Scout or Aquatic Scout or
Whatever you think you're going to use a lot, and it will be easier for you to just be able to click on the button.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait, what button?
So
the name.
The name below it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the name below it is a button, and if you click on it, it will poop out dice.
So would a frog be considered like an agile scout or aquatic scout? What do you think? It doesn't say.
Aquatic.
Aquatic. Okay.
Oh, they came back.
Get out of here, you. Chris.
Oh,
I don't know if,
he's got
I don't know
the.
I don't know if
fear
I'm
and
feeling
hope.
too good.
Very silly.
Are you guys able to like right click on those and shuffle them, or?
Shuffle.
No.
Where shuffle?
Like
Shuffle
at the top of the thing. Or are you able to right click on them and like press
The bag. Yes. Shuffle
okay.
works.
Yeah, shuffle also brings them back. Okay.
You can also hit clear on the board, and that'll clear out the dice.
So put them back in the bag?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Okay. That's another way.
Because I was messing around with the action throws. And then if you hit clear,
Okay.
it sticks them back in the bag.
Ooh.
And actually,
What's your hand?
I'm going to... Yeah, so if you have things from multiple bags in the rolly box and hit clear, it puts everything back into the original bags.
Okay.
And as far as emptying the bags, I don't know, but I'll worry about that later.
Okay, I think in order to actually change the names, I would need to mess with the scripting. I am not going to sit here and do that. So, okay. So, that looks like everything.
Yes.
So we'll be ready to start next week.
Yes.
Think so?
Okay, next week you'll meet the wizard and get on your way.
Wizard, capital, derogatory.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Yes.
this is going to be great for Clover.
Well, we've got a couple of characters, because, like, Clover doesn't like wizards. And we've got a quote-unquote wizard's apprentice.
Who also doesn't
True.
like wizards.
Yeah.
Ross does not like wizards, yeah.
Or at the very least doesn't want to continue working with that particular wizard. Hence why they left after 2 weeks' notice.
Yes.
Yeah, so next time you get to meet Bertram the Great, the Mighty, the Magnificent.
They sound
Yeah.
humble.
Yeah.
The illustrious, the illusionary, the misconstrued.
I've made a celebration
The
button if
enigma.
we need.
Celebration
Is that
button.
an MS or a PhD?
Celebration! Yay! Yay!
Yay!
Put more in all of them.
Yay!
Oh, this bit.
Okay,
Your dice are going all over the place, Lewis.
because I'm gonna save the board.
Yeah, save.
Save the sword.
I guess Christy does still need to figure out her experiences, but
Yeah, I had a look on the
I'm pretty
thing.
sure
that-
Christy already like has that because
okay.
she sorted out like a sheet.
Christy's already done it. Yay!
Yeah, it's more like figuring out connections than actually writing in background questions and stuffs. And dots.
Well, and that's stuff that can be typed out, and I'm sure if Christy gives Dark, hey, here are the experiences that I want and the things I'd like you to type down, he can type them down.
Yeah. That's all good.
I'm saving the game.
Save the
Lewis,
game.
are you having fun with the dice?
I am. It's a fun little confetti cannon. Yay!
Well, be gone.
Disconnected from server.
Okay.
No, not our
Bye.
checkers.
Bye-bye, checkers.
Well.
And it completely crashed my game. Oh, no, it's fine. Okay.
Yeah, it took my game a moment. Too.
Yeah. He's not built for that. But yeah.
Tried to crash my game.
Tune in tomorrow evening for the doodling of all of the things what we just said.
Yeah.
Pretty
Or
much,
at least some of the things.
All of the things.
Yeah. I so badly want to doodle Clover with just carrying a frog.
Itty bitty frog.
Just an itty bitty frog. Guess I
While
also
riding
need to
on the
come up
goat.
with a name for their goat.
I'm seriously
And some of us
considering.
need to come up with names in general, because I don't have a name yet.
Names are hard.
Yeah.
I just did what I usually do and make it a pun. Or play on words.
I was
There's
trying
that.
to think of like a
But-
nature name, and Clover was the first thing, like a plant
All
name.
things considered, Chris, considering yours is a clank, it could also be the model number.
Could be, yeah.
Yeah, it could be.
OP1. But yeah, that little gif that Pam's put in the thing of the eyebrows, I'm seriously considering having my character's eyebrows be like adjustable. So if they get angry, they just sort of pull
Yes,
with one
please do
finger,
that.
just pull them down.
Yeah, that's very good.
Like adjusting glasses, but adjusting eyebrows.
And I want you all to know that to subdue a child is a difficulty of 5.
What?
Why do you need to? Why do you need us to know that?
Is the wizard a
Because
child?
that's the first example they have in Grapple of 5. Subdue a child. Lifting a chair.
Okay.
Is also 5.
Wow.
What's the first one to a child?
I mean, on one hand, actually, I think that's wrong. Have you ever tried to subdue a child?
Yeah.
Depends what they've just
Not
eaten.
subdue. You just pick them up by the back of their collar and let them dangle.
That level is not high enough.
This is
No,
this is
the number.
grappling. This isn't reasoning with a child.
Yeah.
Still, it needs to be a higher number.
You just
Like,
gently step on the child and then they can't move.
But not all of us are 10 feet tall, or however the fuck your character is.
Yeah.
How tall your
I don't know
character
how
is.
tall giants can be, but mine's gonna be big. I'm gonna throw you into combat.
You
Just
can
pick
fly,
up-
I can fly.
Throw you in the rough direction of combat.
Just pick up the frog and then just yeet the frog.
I mean, Clover is an archer, so what you could do is you could just throw them straight up.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
I can take the shot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah.
And now imagine Clover to be just a tiny, scrumbly little guy. That seems right.
Scrumbly little guy.
Heck yeah.
Little guy gang.
Yeah,
Or
that
whatever
sounds
it was.
right. Feels right.
A weird little guy gang, yeah. Sorry, not gang, group. The weird little guy group.
Mm-hmm.
This forest has a lot to answer for. Anyway, thank you for coming along. This is going to be the end of the stream. Thank you for joining. We'll be back next week and or tomorrow.
Bye.
Take care.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.